It's Sunday and we're live. Welcome to Pantelis Live, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. By the way, before I forget, I want to thank everyone for subscribing to the Pantelis podcast and liking that. I was always wondering when the hell I'm going to enter the goddamn North American charts, and I entered all of them at once. So that was a lot of fun. Apparently, my interviews, very good comedy interviews, what the people are saying. And now going from people to animals, ladies and gentlemen, my co-pilot for this Magic Carpet Sunday ride, Poseidon. Yeah. Oh, is that you're quoting your mom?
What the fuck, bro? Like you said, animals.
Is that a family quote? What is that?
I was initially going to say howdy, partner.
Oh God.
But you said animals, so
Animals, sir.
yeah, aminals.
So we got some fun stories to share
Oh.
from yesterday. God damn, yesterday was a fucking shit show. I can't wait to tell Mike on 2 Drink Minimum also, but that was
Interesting.
That was some fucker. We should have told Abba to come here.
It's true.
Today, yeah, to talk about that. It was very funny.
You have him on speed dial.
He's not. By the time he gets here, show's over. So we'll get to that in a second. Poseidon, anything we need to cover before? I don't want to forget to mention anything to anyone. There's tickets. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Keep forgetting because Guido's not here. We're supposed to have Guido. Tickets for the Southern Boys, me, Guido, Massimo, the Leonardo da Vinci Center. It is in March, right, Poseidon?
See.
It is in March. Are on sale now. Go to my website. You can get them there. They're a little expensive as far as I'm fucking concerned. But it's the three of us, so apparently it's a fucking sweet deal for people. And then New York, I think officially, I spoke with Aaron Berg. I think we're going to be at the New York Comedy Club Friday, May 1st. We're going to announce that soon. Yeah, it's going to be me, Gino, Mike, and Aaron. So the Waterhead fucking show. That's going to be some good stand-up right there. You just flat you made a Discord account? Yeah, that's where you're going to get together with all of the other Waterheads. A lot of fun. Oh, the Insta. Okay, so the Insta rape clip. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, that story that I posted. We'll talk about that first, I guess.
With what?
Poseidon came over yesterday after the shit show comedy thing that happened. We'll get to it. And we were there. It was late. Like, what the fuck do we watch? And I put on this documentary about Bikram yoga. Okay. And it's just this Indian guy who's always in a Speedo everywhere, yelling at people.
And the Rolex.
Yeah, Speedo and a Rolex. Okay, that's just how he would dress. And he made a cult. Like, people loved him, apparently. And he was raping women, I guess. Oh, later, sweet chick. Oh, she's out. People come in and out.
Just like
and
this dick.
It kind of goes to show you just how some people fall for cults and shit. They don't think. Like, that guy didn't seem like someone you'd want to follow, but apparently people were like, this is my guy. And he was swearing at fat people, which is cool by me. That was fine. If fat people lost weight because he told them they're fat bitches, that's cool. But he was raping people in a weird way. He's just like, he would pull women's skirts down and they'd be like, but I love him because he's my guru. And then later they're like, God damn it, he raped me. So some of the stuff was questionable. Yeah. But one woman, I guess the one that was talking that clip, thought that yoga is rape. And when her daughter's like, I want to be like, yo, I want to be a yoga instructor. She's like, I can't. That just means you're going to get raped. And it was so fucking funny to me and Poseidon because it came out of nowhere. Like, we weren't expecting. I was just sitting there. She's like, my daughter wants to be like me when she grows up. Teach yoga. I was like, okay. I was like, no, because she's going to get raped. And I was like, what the fuck? Yoga is a goddamn gateway drug to rape. It's a gateway activity.
And there was that other line from Mr. Bikram himself.
Yeah, he's in court now for rape. For many, many rapes, okay?
Can I please say it?
You're known for 3 quotes. And he's like this, I will correct you. I am known for 4 quotes. Stop lying. The 4 quotes are...
Cold weather?
Yeah, no, I hate things I
hate. Things I hate. Cold weather?
Cold weather.
Cold food?
Cold food.
Cold heart?
Cold heart. And then he's like, these are the 3. And he's like, no, there's a 4th. This is what he's telling the lawyers, okay? In a rape case, okay? Don't forget my 4th fucking motto for life. I hate...
Cold pussy.
Cold pussy. He had to add while he's defending his rape, he's defending himself against the rape trial. He had to add that he hates cold fucking pussy. You know how crazy that is? You know, like incriminate. He's just like, sir, this. It's so stupid. I was like, we're watching. We're like, I think he raped people. He's so dumb.
Yeah, and that was my breaking point, because during the whole movie, you're like, did he rape? Did he not? Maybe it's women, because he made a shit ton of money at some point. Like, he was charging
$10,000 for a semester, I guess, of yoga.
For the year.
Yeah.
It's 10 G's a year, bro.
You know, he has all kinds of Rolls Royces.
Yeah. And And at some point, did he or did the women do it for money? You know,
And then he's thinking maybe. Yeah, sometimes that happens.
maybe. You know, and then he said that. I'm like, oh, he definitely
did
people.
it. But who corrects the lawyer? Like, so you have these 3 sayings, right? Where you don't like weather, cold hearts, you don't like cold foods, like that. Don't forget, cold pussy. I don't like this either. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. And apparently, when he was on trial, he was so fucking delusional, disconnected from reality, that he would go up, lie, and then while he's on the stand, he would lie and then look at his lawyers and go like this, thumbs up, like he's in a fucking cartoon, So if you guys want a good laugh, I recommend on Netflix the Bikram yoga documentary. You don't expect it, but it is probably one of the funniest things you're ever going to see in your life.
I don't think it was meant to be funny, but it was very funny.
They're brilliant comedy writers, let me tell you. It was fucking absurd.
Yes.
Absurd. And you see the stupidity of people falling for this.
He's still teaching.
Yeah, apparently.
It's in 2019, bro. In Spain. Bro, the guy taking Instagram videos, he's wanted. And
they're trying to extradite him to the state.
He's just fucking recording live videos.
Oh, Wednesday, Magnotta. Get the fuck out of here. There's a Luka Magnotta documentary coming on Netflix December 18th. That's Poseidon's favorite Montreal-based serial rapist killer.
Jesus Christ, bro.
He's not your favorite. Who's better than him?
It's true. There is none.
So do not debate.
He's the goat of rape.
Jesus, Alexander said that his aunt died today, rather.
Oh shit!
Sorry to hear that, dude.
My condolences.
Yeah. Did
God damn.
Hope Poseidon had nothing to do with it. I hope it was.
I hope I didn't have anything to do with it either.
God damn, bro. It's crazy. It's actually Marie, bro. I don't know who Marie is. I don't know either. There's a lot of Maries. I know a lot of Maries.
I know a lot of Maries too.
Point is, that's a downer.
There's a lot more Maries than you think.
There's a lot of Maries. Oh,
and
Marie
there's
Renee.
different variations.
Okay, there we go.
And there's different.
God damn it, Marie. What the fuck?
There's different variations of Marie.
Are we happy that the aunt is gone? Or are we sad? I don't know. You're very uppity. I don't know. But our condolences, nevertheless. It took a dark turn. Yeah, cancer is definitely a bitch. Yeah. Well, moving away from cancer, so that we don't make everyone sad here, we're going to talk about another cancer, which is corporate nerds in social functions. Let's get to it.
You brought that in.
You're welcome. So yesterday, I'm going to tell you guys something. But we're glad it's finally over. She says, after a while, you don't want people to be tortured.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I went, my buddy Sid, Sugar Sammy's brother, runs comedy shows. Very good comedy shows, actually, around the city. He had a show at, Rosewood, Old Montreal. So hopefully, Marie, this brightens up your day a bit. Maybe you could laugh at this. So we go to the show. And the show, I guess it's just us, bunch of black dudes. It's me, Rodney, Abba, and Chris Dolger. So Rodney Ramsey, being the genius that he is, sees that it's going to be a shit show. He's like, I want to go second. I just want to do my set and get the fuck out of here. So I'm there with Poseidon. And I think we have some of this on film. I got to take a look because Poseidon was taping with his GoPro.
Yes.
So while like the first act goes on, Chris Dolger, he's trying his best to do stand-up. But the thing is, there's tickets sold, and the whole main floor is people who bought tickets. And then on top, there's this company that is doing their Christmas party, and they're getting drunk and belligerent, okay? And they're just yelling while the comic's talking. So instead of if they would talk at a normal level, you couldn't hear them downstairs. But what they were trying to do is talk over the microphone from upstairs, so we're just yelling. So it was fucking up the show. So they're getting annoying. They don't know how to deal, with other people in social settings. They think like they rented some tables. That they have the entire store. The entire restaurant, or bar, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Resto bar.
So Rodney goes up, tries his best. He's like, this is fucking bullshit. Does his set, leaves. Abba goes on right before me, and he's like, you know what? I'm fucking fed up. So he starts talking to them, and he's like, you guys want to calm the fuck down? Like, what do you guys do? Where do you work? So they say, like, what is it, IBM or some shit, some fucking computer-related business.
Yeah.
So he says, okay, that's why you guys don't know how to deal with people. Because you're fucking nerds. You're socially awkward, So people start clapping, they're laughing at the nerds upstairs. And then they start yelling stuff at him. So he's like, shut the fuck up. So as soon as he says that, they go quiet for a bit, which was great. And people clap. But they get very offended. And I guess the manager there, he grabs his phone. He's like, oh, fuck up. We're about to see. And he's dressed like Don Cherry. He's wearing a suit, like a Christmas-themed pajama suit. He's an adult man at a party in a bar where everyone's dressed like adults, and he's wearing fucking basically adult big boy pajamas. So he's there, and he's going on his phone. Like, he's so mad that he's either going to call his gangster backup or leave an angry Yelp review. Like he's just
Gangster backup?
yeah. Well, obviously it's not that. He was leaving an angry Yelp review. So they're getting super pissed off, and then they're going to Sid, and they're mad at Sid. They're like, "What the fuck is this?" You know, the manager, this manager, there's like, well, "What the fuck? This comic, he can't do that." He's like, "Yeah, of course he can. He's a comic. These guys won't shut the fuck up. What did you think was gonna happen? Why'd you double book? Why'd you book a comedy show and these fucking idiots at the same time? You know, obviously it's not gonna work. They're being belligerent." And then he comes up to, I'm standing there with Sid. I'm about to go on. I still haven't gone on yet, but I already got paid. And he goes to me, Sid and Poseidon, "You guys, I never want to see you here again. You're banned." So we laugh. All three of us laugh, and I go, "Sid, do I still have to go do comedy? Because I already got paid and he banned me." He's like, yeah, they paid downstairs, so still go do your set. So they're mad at Abba. He gets off stage, but they're pussies. They're not telling him anything. They were acting all tough, but they're not telling him anything. I go on stage and I start trying to be reasonable with them, right? But they won't stop. So then I called them out on some stuff. Like I said, look at them, like they're all drunk at this Christmas party. They're all trying to fuck the Office 6, who in this light is a 6.5. And she knew who I was talking about because she's like, got all upset. So, they were getting belligerent. I was trying to do my jokes. The show wasn't going well because people are trying to listen. You know, my jokes are long. They're all stories. Yeah. And they're trying to listen, and then you hear, they can't control their liquor. They're fucking unfuckable walruses. Like, what do you want? You know? Like, they're trying, you know, this is their outlet. So now the manager's walking around. So then I start, like, saying, like, you know, this guy already fucking banned me. So I went into a story of getting banned and all that shit. And then when I was leaving, because they were getting louder, one guy even put music on his cell phone. Remember that at the end when I was leaving, he put music. Like, that's how belligerent they were. So it's done. I don't have to say anything else. People are ready to go. And I just grab the microphone. You fucking IBM faggots. And I fucking storm off, okay? I was very upset. Very, very goddamn upset.
We had, what's his name? They was all like nervous.
Ali was fucking nervous. I was like, holy shit.
Like, what? And then like, but you were also, because you were pissed off, you're like, and he's trying to
I went through him.
You went through him and he's like about to fall. It was such a funny thing.
The best is when I went back upstairs and I was like, look at these motherfuckers. Look at these motherfuckers. And they weren't saying anything. I was like, listen, they don't know how to be in fucking society. But they weren't saying anything to me. When I was in front of them, silent. When there was the distance, you know, then they were yelling and being belligerent. But the second I went upstairs, they decided to be fucking mice. Pussies, bro. And then
the guy in the Christmas suit tried to intimidate me.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna
go
work
too well.
No. And then apparently the guy in the Christmas suit was leaving. I think actually that stand-up show is recorded on a GoPro yesterday because Poseidon had. I haven't looked at it, but it was just such a fucking. Dude, like people paid money, and it's not just that. We could actually have both.
And events. I was actually nice to them in the beginning. I tried
if you're
to
reasonable, both events can take place because you're on a different floor. But they were so like, we're out here, and they're nerds. They're nerds.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, so then I find out that the guy apparently he went and left an angry review.
Google review.
He left an angry review.
What did he write? I took a screenshot of this. Hold on.
Because he deleted it later. Because he said apparently there was a comedy show and the comedian made fun of us.
Can I read it? I want to read it. 1 star is already too much. We were a group of 30 people. They were not 30.
They were not 30 people.
They were less. Stand-up comedian laughing at us, not coming back ever. Laugh all you want now.
The comedian doesn't own the place. What does he care? You stupid fuck.
Ah, shit.
Oh, stupid.
What a fucking... And then response from the owner. Hi, Francis. Very sorry for your experience. Although we book comedic acts, the comedian was acting on his own accord, and we can assure you his actions were not taken lightly by our management. His behavior was inexcusable. As such, we have already spoken with our booking agent, and he will not be invited to return to our venue. First of all, he doesn't even know how to fucking spell.
I know.
Although we understand that ultimately we are responsible. 100%. We hope the actions of this one individual do not continue to reflect negatively on our organization as a whole. Our organization, bro. You're
bro.
Fucking restaurant, bro.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Please accept our apologies, and we hope you give us a second chance.
God damn it.
And then hold on, what do I post?
Yeah, then Poseidon decides, you know what, I'm leaving. I was there too. I will leave a review.
I left two. I left one on their company.
Oh yeah, you went to the actual company and left a review. Yeah.
And then I wrote, I got to meet these people at their Christmas party. They were belligerent and couldn't handle their alcohol. They ruined the night for the entire restaurant.
There was a review war. So then I guess the guy got nervous because Poseidon left a review on their company page. So then he went and deleted his review on the restaurant
and they
page.
had people go and put 5-star reviews on
themselves.
After. Yeah.
I like working here. 5-star. Fucking retards.
And then I wrote on the restaurant. Can I read this one too? It's a little longer.
Read it and then we're done with this because it's already gone too long.
I was trying to enjoy a comedy show. It's funny how like when I get angry, my spelling becomes on point. But the manager double booked a group that was having their Christmas dinner. These people from the group were extremely rude and belligerent and kept trying to scream over the comics. The manager is clearly at fault here because of the double booking and even sided with the people that were rude and unruly.
That's true, he did.
This is very unprofessional and greedy. If you're going to spend your hard-earned money, do yourself a favor and spend it somewhere else. There's something very funny about this. About this whole
good
situation.
times.
Yes,
good
very
times.
good times.
So that's what happened yesterday. And then, but the best is like Sid was laughing so much about it. He's like, oh God, these. And then, but the owner apparently called him this today and told him that the manager was a doofus.
The owner?
Yeah, the owner's like, I don't know, it's his fault.
Yeah, he double booked, bro.
Yeah. Not only
what does he
it's-
think? He's
forget
an airline.
You could double book, but you have to explain to people, hey, there's a show also going on, right? Be fucking respectful. Because people paid for fucking tickets. That's why I felt bad. I felt bad for the people that came out. The guys pulled out their phone. They were excited. It's like, holy shit. And, first of all, I find it weird anytime someone's excited to see me. So the fact that you paid money and then the show's ruined and it's not because I'm an asshole, it's because fucking people are being assholes.
Yeah, it's aggravating.
It's aggravating, bro. It's aggravating.
And like what baffles me is they didn't even have the decency. They had that attitude of like, nah, we reserved. And they acted as if they owned the restaurant.
Yeah.
The gall on these people.
The gueule. Oh, speaking of gall. Did you watch Jan's documentary on Les Oliviers? You were both awesome in it. Oh, thank you, Gambit. I watched a bit of it yesterday because I had to comment in the thing because people were asking me like, did you say that French guy does cocaine? What I meant was obviously that the guy looked super excited, but I don't even know if I got the right name. But I know there's one guy there either way, and it might be that guy, the whatever name it was, I forgot his name. But that guy's a piece of garbage. If it's the guy I was talking about, piece of fucking shit. We met him like 2 years ago, and the only reason,
that guy.
Yeah, the only reason why we didn't break his face is because Mike stopped us from breaking his fucking face. Like he was literally gonna get his fucking teeth kicked in. Because he didn't know that we speak French. And he was talking shit. He was calling us faggots and stuff. Me, Nick Swartzen, and him. But he didn't know that that me and him speak French. So we're like, what the fuck? So I was gonna grab him and break him. And then Mike's like, no, he's just a bad drunk. He's just a bad drunk. Fucking piece.
But
of
you know
shit.
what they say?
Never forgive this guy, bro.
Yeah,
when you're drunk, the real you comes out.
Yeah.
Because I've been really drunk. Am I like that?
No.
I'm still fucking me.
No.
But I just can't fucking spell.
Me, I become when I get drunk, I become a little emotional.
You're very emotional
and loving.
Very gay, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's his name. I think LaCroix or some shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. If it's that same guy. But yeah, I remember that guy because I remember his fucking face. He was a real piece of shit. Yeah, he was a real piece of shit.
And I was looking, I'm like, this asshole seems familiar. And I'm like,
yeah. Because I don't forget that stuff. Because I remember Swartzen was being super nice. I think Swartzen gave him a cigarette or something. Swartzen was being nice to him. And he was calling Swartzen a fag and this and that.
Yeah.
And then I look at him, I go, bro, am I imagining? What the fuck did this bitch just say? And then he started. So then I got up and Poseidon got up. And then Mike's like, what's going on? And I was like, this motherfucker's talking shit. And then Mike's like, oh, Mike felt bad for him.
Yeah.
And Mike's like, oh, he's a bad drunk. He's a bad this and that. So Mike stopped. Mike, who cares about everyone, is the one who stopped Poseidon from. Poseidon was going to throw him, because where we were was a terrace. Poseidon was going to throw him across the terrace.
I have thrown people off terraces.
Yeah. He doesn't know how. That's what's fucked up because he was drunk. He has no clue how close he was to like a possible career-altering beating. Because our careers as comics, our face is our case. Yeah.
He's not even a comic, though.
I think he's a comic.
No, he's a
comedic actor or some shit. Whatever the fuck he is.
Anyways.
Point is, he almost left that place toothless. So whatever. I'm just going back at this so I think it's the guy that I was talking about, but I remember I wasn't sure. But that guy was a piece of fucking. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
What a fucking douchebag. And
I didn't recognize him because his hair got longer.
And we met so many people that are so fucking nice.
Yeah.
And this guy, bro, the second he thinks you don't speak the language, calling you a faggot, fuck. And Swartzen was the nicest guy to him.
No.
He was being shitty to Swartzen.
Give him cigarettes.
Yeah. Who is this guy? He's some French comic, but he's like most of the French comics that you're gonna meet are actually. I don't know his name. That's the thing. SB. I don't know his.
Oh, SB's on.
Yeah. Because I don't know his fucking. I don't know his. Like I'm not familiar with the industry. So when I met him, I didn't even know he was a comic. We met him at that in like 2 years ago, just for laughs. Not this year, the year before. And he was sitting next to us. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And then but I saw him at the Olivier, and I had pointed, but I don't know if it's the correct guy that they're naming. I gotta see his fucking face. Yeah. He has zero talent. Nobody applauded when he was nominated. I think it's that guy. I gotta see his face, but yeah, ultimate a douche. So, but it was a good documentary that Jan made. Yeah, it's fucking fun, man. Jan gets a lot of good backstage footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart too.
Jan's a good dude,
Yeah.
but it was a good documentary.
I like his paintings. He does nice paintings.
Was that I keep asking Jan? So Jan paints those. I thought fans would send them in.
No, he paints them.
Fucking Jan, bro.
I see. I realized on Instagram, because on Instagram he posts
posts
little
them,
snippets
of him
painting,
making them,
and then posts the final result. They're very nice. He made a Joker one of was it Heath Ledger or was it the Joaquin Phoenix Joker? I can't remember.
Well, a lot of these guys, because if you guys are surprised, like Aziz is saying, like some assholes are like well loved or whatever, but a lot of these assholes, they're well loved because people only see their like TV persona.
Yeah,
they don't have podcasts. They don't interact with them. They just see whatever they want them to see.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, this guy's such a nice guy. He saved the cat in that show.
They're like, it's like propaganda.
Yeah, it's kind of like propaganda. But then let's see. Okay, but then. In the middle of it, when if you go, I mean by French Canadians, he's really popular. Yeah, a lot of people are really popular, but they're dicks, bro. But there's a lot of people that are popular that are cool. Yep.
Yeah.
So let's see. Is that?
I guess if he was like popular in high school, and then he went on to do this and became popular again, it was like, look at me, I'm Mr. Popular. You know what I mean? So he has that same shitty attitude. You think so? You don't think so?
This guy doesn't seem popular in high school. If we're talking about the same guy, the guy who was an asshole.
Yeah.
I just hope I'm not saying the wrong name. Like some guy's just innocent.
It's like,
I never met the man before. I've been nice to him. I met him once. I said hi. So,
there was one funny scene in Jan's little vlog.
There's a lot of funny scenes in that,
bro. The one where Mike he goes to go grab water with Preach or whatever, and there was apparently a really famous comic goes to congratulate him, and Mike just literally brushes him off. And the guy kind of like fades away. He walks away backwards. That's how awkward it was. That was a very funny scene.
He doesn't have any. He doesn't have any facial hair. The guy is clean. I'll take a look at him.
Any what? Any fish?
Let's see. I just want to know the name of the lady you were talking about. Oh fuck! Aziz. I don't know the lady with the crazy eyes. Fuck! I don't know this lady's name. But if I see a photo of her, I could remember her face. Pierre Carl No, it wasn't Pierre Carl Pelado. No, I remember that.
I think it was Olivier something.
Oh, you're talking about Poseidon's guy. I don't know who Poseidon was. I didn't pay attention to that point in the video. But the lady, if Poseidon, I see her face, I'll remember her. But I don't remember her name. Mike didn't care about it. Just never came out. But I don't think Mike gave a fuck about protecting her. But it's funny because I had called it there. I go, that crazy bitch. Why is she all around? And then I was right. She was a fucking psychopath.
God damn. A lot of crazies.
Oh, it was totally PKP who Mike dodged. Oh, I don't know who these people are. That's the thing. I don't know who these... I like it better that I don't know who the fuck these people are. It makes it funner, I think.
Yeah. But even when you do, right? Like...
Catherine Levac. Let me take a look at... let me Google her name. Take a look at her photo. Perhaps it is her. La 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 la. Let me look at crazy... No, it's not her. No, this chick seems nice. No, it wasn't her. That's not Crazy Eyes. Crazy Eyes is like a producer or some shit. I met even those two ladies I had spoken to. You saw them in the documentary Backstage. The redhead one and the blonde lady, the two stand-ups. Remember they took their pants off.
Yeah.
When I was backstage, I spoke to them. I told them because they were the only funny ones that I liked up there. You guys were good. They were funny because they were fucking around a lot. You could tell that they were just like, we'll fuck around a bit. I like them. There's a lot of funny comics on the French and a lot of good fucking people on it. It's just that, we're only going to talk shit about the bad ones because...
Obviously.
Yeah, we're not going to bother the good ones. Fabrice Trudeau, you should look at Julien Lecrae. Let's see this guy. Let's see if he's the guy.
There's investigations going on. There's a whole... There's a whole fucking unit.
Oh, that's him. That's the prick.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy who's calling...
What's his name?
Julien Lacroix.
Yes.
Yeah, it's him.
Yes.
He's the guy that was calling me, you, Mike, Nick Swartzen faggots when he thought that because they introduced him to Swartzen first and he realized he was American and he was drunk and he was like fucking that bad and he was saying all that shit. That was the guy that you wanted to throw over the terrace. It's him. Yeah. Yeah, that guy. God damn. Fucking some people can't control their liquor, I guess. But I guess that's an excuse. Everybody's like, oh, it's just the liquor. It's the liquor. Yeah. So I still remember faces. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. I don't know, man. I don't watch anything that the guy's in. I've had the only dealing, like actual sit-down dealing we had with him was that time.
That was our first impression.
That was our first impression. So the first impression was garbage.
And our second impression was people not clapping that much when he wants something. And him kind of like talking shit on stage. So both impressions have been bad.
This is turning into a new kind of show. This is turning into... Yeah, it's definitely different. So, let's say liquor amplifies your true personality, in my opinion, is what Marie's thinking. I don't know, bro. I got to meet the guy without alcohol and then make the assessment, I guess.
Yeah.
But because of that, it left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, this guy's a prick. You know, if you think somebody can't speak the same language as you, so you're talking that much shit, especially to people that could fucking eat you.
Yeah.
Oh, Preach was there too that night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Preach was mad too.
And Preach was mad too because
yeah.
Preach was like, because I guess Preach knew who he was and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, Jesus Christ, this guy. Yeah. Preach is very calm though. You have to. He's docile. He could kill you, but you have to get him.
He's like a gentle giant.
Yeah, good dude.
I think it's. I don't know why we're talking about.
Do you think
this.
that you left a good impression? I don't know if they were scared, but I don't know if we left a good or a bad impression. Because we kind of, unless somebody would fuck around, we kind of mind our business. Like, we just care about Mike. Like,
I think we just left an impression. That's it.
Yeah, we probably left an impression.
Neither good nor bad, but just.
We're there to support our boy. That was our. That was our mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we did. We don't really care about anything else.
Yeah.
We
didn't even do the red carpet.
No, we actually purposely avoided it. Like, you can go to the red carpet. We're like, no.
I'm like, nah.
I don't care.
And I saw the video. There was no actual red carpet.
Well, that they call it the red carpet. It's where you take photos in front of logos. That's what red carpets are. Even Ger didn't want to do it. Ger Alain, he's like, fuck. He goes, I'm never doing that stupid shit again.
I saw.
He's like, why am I here?
And the pictures he was taking were all awkward. It was just.
Yeah, that's how we would have been too. We're like, why am I here? Especially us.
I would have been extra.
Well, you would have been extra. People would have been like, who is this fucking guy?
I would have been.
They don't know you in the scene. So, Poseidon, let's get back to an action-packed weekend that we've had.
Yes.
So, we had that much fun, I guess, at the show.
God damn it. Fucking shit. My nose. I hate winter.
You're right there, buddy.
I gotta go blow my nose.
Go blow your nose. We don't mind. People rather you blow your nose than you fucking... I haven't said he did. So now it's just us. We can talk shit about Poseidon. He's not gonna read the chat. So we had that shit happen yesterday, but at least it's rectified, and it goes to show you that some people don't know how to act in social fucking circumstances. You know, they don't. Let's give this guy a Sudafed. Yeah, this guy needs fucking. Let's see. Did you guys meet Ger Alain? He's awesome. I know Ger Alain. Yeah, he's a good dude. Ger's. I like Ger. Since the first time I met him, I liked him. He's such a goose. Yay, World of Warships. I don't know what the fuck World of Warships is, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's a goddamn video game. It sounds like a video. It better be a goddamn video game, is what I'm saying, because that's if it's an adult film, that'd be a weird thing. So yeah, so that thing kind of bothered me yesterday, man. With those like, just to see that adults are incapable of being in like a social setting and acting properly, just thinking that we're eating here, so we can do whatever the fuck we want, right? That kind of behavior. And it's weird because it came from like garbage-looking people. You know what I mean? It didn't come from, let's say, like a supermodel or something. People who at least they have this delusion in their head. It came from fucking dweebs.
What are you talking about?
Yesterday, the people. It came from dweebs, you know?
Yeah.
It came from goblins, 3s, 4s, 1-5 that they had working there. And, yeah. Strange. Anywho, Poseidon's back. So, Poseidon, I haven't asked you anything about your week this week at all. Like, it's like I didn't give a fuck. I know you
had a pretty boring week.
I know you yelled at a woman for cutting you off or turning left or right or whatever the fuck happened with you, but that's it.
Oh, this happened a few months ago, and I only told you now.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I heard.
So basically, we were at an intersection. The light turns green.
And I know. And she went.
People turning right have right away, and I was turning right. She was turning left.
And she turned left before you.
She sped up, turned left. She did it on purpose, right? She didn't do it by mistake, or whatever. She sped up, and I start following her. Okay. And she eventually takes a left, parks her car, and I take a left to park across the street. And I'm looking at her, and she goes, I roll down my window. She rolls down her window. She goes, what's your problem? I'll go, you stupid fucking bitch.
A gentleman.
Like this. Let me ask you a fucking question. At the light. No, I'm asking you a fucking question. At the fucking light. Who has right of way? The person turning right or left? Man, answer the fucking question.
Jesus Christ.
The person taking a ride. Thank you. Now have a good day, you stupid fucking bitch. And I drove away.
Bro, like, not for nothing, but you're a goddamn romantic.
I was having one of those days.
Chivalry is not dead. Chivalry definitely not dead.
Well, fuck, when you act like that, like you're on the fucking road, like you got balls,
Yeah.
someone has to put you in your fucking place.
Did you get upset when you saw it was a woman? Were you hoping it was a guy?
I was hoping it was a guy.
Yeah, I know.
Because then the guy, let's say I spoke to him like that, I would
Yeah,
hope
he would say, yeah.
he would get out.
But you're not gonna punch her in the. What if she would come up to you and start attacking you?
Self-defense.
So you would punch her in the face?
Yes.
God. Bro, you
Self-defense,
like
bro.
350 pounds.
Self-defense.
Bro. I think if you would punch her in the head, you might kill her on the spot.
No, I wouldn't punch her like this. I would punch her like this.
What? Wait, do that again. How would you punch her?
Like this. I would punch her like a woman.
That's not.
To make it fair.
Have you watched UFC? Like women could punch regularly. That you're punching like a cartoon gay guy. Stop it! I was turning right. That's you turned left, you crazy bitch. That's what you look like you're doing. I'll punch you like this. What is that? What cartoon do you live in? Poseidon, were you on your way to Mordor to destroy the ring? Yeah, maybe. Stop it. Little hobbit.
What was I doing that? Oh, I think I had court cases.
In Jan's doc, we got to see how huge you guys are. Oh, did we? I remember. Why was there? Oh yeah, it's true.
Because of his angle, the way
you could
yeah.
no, because you could finally see us in front of other people.
Yeah.
We were the tallest people there. That's for sure.
We were actually. There was one guy. There was one guy taller than us, but he looked. He looked like a.
He was very thin.
Very thin. He looked like a stick, and his face did one of those weird chins, like those chins that merge with the neck.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with anything? He was still tall. All you were talking was tall.
What I'm saying is he looked like a wimp.
Okay, well he probably saw you and said, "I looked a guy. He was also as tall as me. Look like a faggot."
Shit.
He's an ogre. Yeah, we're big dudes.
Donkey. I'm just Shrek.
You're right there, Shrek.
Get out of my swamp.
Oh God! How many times have you watched Shrek?
Once.
That's not true.
Like 2-3 times.
Nah, more. You're quoting the film. You've watched it enough. What do you when you watch it? Do you ever cry? You're like, it could be me. I could make it out of this swamp.
No, like the donkey is my role model.
The donkey's your role model because he fucked a dragon.
Yeah.
The hat made him look a little bit like a fat Pharrell. Yeah, Fat Rel. Yeah.
Fat Rel.
He was Pharrell, but with an F.
I don't know. I forgot who made it. Fatrell Will.
Yeah. Fatrell Wilhelm.
That's actually really funny.
That's okay. This Wednesday, by the way. If I'm correct, it's the 18th of December.
Yes.
And I believe that there's an open mic that happens regularly at the Bordel, but I think we're taking it over this week. Yeah, I think Mike is going to be there, me and all guys from like Suzukut, and like I think Jan's going to be there, me and Charles is going to be there, Pierre is going to be doing, all guys that don't do stand-up.
Oh,
but
shit.
The whole crew. So I think we're taking over that. So it's not really an open mic. Like people are going to go there, pay like $5 to go watch an open mic, and it's going to be all of us fucking around. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's a nice surprise.
Yeah.
So people who are here, I guess, and speak French, this is going to be a good surprise for them to show up to that.
Who made the meme? Somebody made the meme of me
when is your Suzukut, Xmas, and New Year's episodes being released? Gambit, I'll tell you why that's a stupid fucking question. On Christmas and on fucking New Year's. That's when the Christmas and New Year's specials are being fucking released.
And this year they conveniently land
on Wednesdays. The day of 2 drink minimum.
Which
it's
is
fucking
also
obvious.
The day of the Lord.
Wednesday's the day of the Lord.
Baphomet.
Oh.
Our Lord.
Never, Tom. They never called him Open Mike Ward. That's insane. But
what?
Because Open Mike Ward.
Like open his ass.
It's not Suzukut. No, it's 2 drink minimum. It's 2 drink minimum. It's just that I guess episode 132 is this week, right? So episode 133 and 134 are the holiday episodes that we recorded. Gambit, you don't have to be sorry, bro. I'm busting your balls. But yeah, so this week is the last one that's we're gonna do a live, the last one for the year, and then the other 2 weeks is gonna be the holiday specials each week. So the Christmas and the New Year's one, you're gonna get to see some fun stuff, or gift exchange, some cool stories that you haven't heard yet. So they're good episodes. Yeah, they're fun. I don't know if there's anything special about actually there's a lot of special stuff about those episodes. One of them, you kiss a fan comes on stage, I make her make out with you. It was good times. Yeah, it was fun.
Very good times.
Yeah, look at him, he's like, very good times, bro. Anytime I get kissed for doing a podcast, it's a great time, bro. Hey, you didn't even want to. I told you in between the break, I go, I'm gonna get this girl to kiss you. You're like, no, I don't want. You're freaking out. And then after, thank you so much.
How do you imitate me like that? Thank you so much.
That's exactly how you sound. Thank you so much.
I stopped talking to her.
I was a good boy. I deserved it. Son, stop eating rocks. Okay.
Stop being what?
What? Stop eating rocks.
You sound like SpongeBob in that episode where he needed water.
I don't watch SpongeBob.
I used to watch it a lot because of my brothers. They would take over the TV, like we would take turns. So we would put whatever they wanted to put, and I was a little older, so I would watch like Dragon Ball Z and shit. And they would put like SpongeBob, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch this.
How old were you guys? Really? I thought SpongeBob is for little kids.
It was, but this was when I was like 12, 13, and my youngest brother was 7 years younger. So.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you guys have that much of a distance.
Yeah, so he was what? 7. Fuck, I can't math right now. Hold on. He was like 5 years old,
Listen, bro. I was 15.
He was like 5.
Minus 7. My brother was 13 years old.
And the other one is 5 years, so even 7 and 5. So yeah, they were little kids basically.
Okay, but it's a kids show, no?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like the cartoons that we have now that are like kind of for adults.
No. There were some dirty jokes though. Like some stuff are coming up now. There was some weird moments. In that
Well,
show.
I like when cartoons not when they fuck around, but when they have jokes also for the parents watching, so that the parents don't get bored. Like the kids won't get, but the parents could laugh at. That's always nice. Yeah, because that's what Gary says. Gary says SpongeBob has multiple levels, not just one, sir. Many levels, like Kramer when he was building levels in his house. You can have all my stuff. I'm building levels. He goes to Jerry. So stupid.
Oh wait, what episode was that? What was he building?
He was building levels in his house.
Well, levels of what though? What was it like to put his clothes?
No, levels, like floors. So it would have levels in his house instead of just having. So as the main floor, he would build little levels.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah, I remember that episode.
Well, no, he didn't actually build them. That was the whole thing. He bet that he was going to build them, and then he never even built them. It's too hard to build in an apartment. Where are you going to fit?
So it was gonna be like a cat, is what he's trying to say. I'm trying to remember the episode. I can't remember it.
Well, obviously you don't remember it. You're not one of us, bro. You're not a Seinfeld kind of guy.
But I watched the whole thing.
Not really.
No,
It played in front of you, but for you to actually watch something, you have to understand it and consume. Right?
Yeah.
You don't. You just play it, and then you're like, I watched it too, guys. But you don't actually. You don't get it. You don't get a lot. You don't get a lot. It's not just Seinfeld, just in general. But it's not a bad. I know how you are. It's not bad. That's why I always ask you, and you're like, you suck your teeth. I don't know. Like, it's just because you don't get it. It's not bad. It's just some humor or some content just goes over your head. It's just how it is. You don't have to apologize, bro. It's just who you are.
I'm not apologizing.
Yeah.
Who said I'm apologizing?
Yeah.
Who said I'm apologizing?
Well, you felt bad about it, and then he didn't want to admit that he lost the bet to Jerry, because Jerry's like, so you didn't build it. You didn't make these levels, and then he's like, yeah, exactly. That's why the bet's off. He's like, no, the bet was that you would make. He's like, yeah, but I never tried to make them. He's like, yeah, that was the bet. He goes, like, that was the bet. It's so fucking funny. Fucking Seinfeld, this guy apparently still makes a fucking killing just off the Seinfeld episodes.
God damn.
Because every time they sign a new deal, Netflix or Prime or Crave, whatever the fuck you want, they get paid again. They have to, it's fucking crazy.
And there was the real royalties, don't forget.
But that's what I'm saying. They get paid again every time it's new deals. So the royalties are what they're getting when it's airing on, like let's say NBC, right? Because they had the first rights. But all the stuff to put them digital streaming, they're new deals. It's all new, so they get money from that.
God damn.
They don't have to work if they don't want to. It's crazy. You know what show's good though? Speaking of Seinfeld, Veep. I don't know if you guys ever watched Veep with Elaine Bennis. That's a good fucking show.
What's it about?
It's about the vice president of the U.S., but a fake one. Like she's the vice president, and it's just fucking hilarious. It's got a lot of funny stuff.
I want to get into Curb Your Enthusiasm.
You should. Curb is great,
but I have to finish The Sopranos, Peaky Blinders, and another show that I can't remember.
Seinfeld isn't a good guy, but I don't see what's wrong with royalties. Nothing wrong with royalties.
Oh no, nothing wrong with that.
It's great that there's royalties. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm saying it's how cool it is. And yeah, for Curb, the new season, I'm very fucking excited for the new season. Do you guys watch Vikings? I don't. Maybe Poseidon does.
Oh, but I realized it's on Prime, so I think I watched 3 seasons of it.
Do you like it? So 3 seasons a lot, bro. You can talk about it.
I loved it. Yeah, it was very nice.
What's it about?
It's about Vikings.
I figured.
And what they do is they go and they pillage.
No, that doesn't sound like something a decent Viking would do.
Minus the rape, though. They don't rape.
Really?
In the show. Yeah, I was a little disappointed.
Not a real Viking?
I was a little disappointed when they wouldn't rape and pillage, or pillage and rape. Or do they rape? I think they do rape, but I think one of the Vikings stops the other Vikings from raping, which wasn't really their culture. Anyways, it wasn't really precise. It's more like a...
Gary, I've watched Channel Zero. It's about that cartoon that we've already discussed this. That cartoon that goes on that channel that only some people remember, and it's those Muppets. I've watched a bit of it. Yeah, I thought it was going to be way better.
Muppets?
Yeah. It's not as good as it sounds. Like, Phil sold it to me. He described it. I was like, that is amazing. And then I watched it. I was like, man, not that much. It's a great concept, though. It was just poorly executed.
Interesting.
That's only the first season, Gary says. So maybe I didn't even know there was a second season. Maybe the second season's even better. Or better. I didn't like... The first one I found disappointing. Forza Fiorentina. Aziz is a Fiorentina fan now. Have you seen Bill Burr starring in The Mandalorian episode 6? He had some good gags. I don't watch The Mandalorian, but Poseidon is a well-known homosexual. Poseidon, how's The Mandalorian?
I've only seen 1 episode.
Okay.
That makes me 1/6 gay.
Yeah. No, everybody that I spoke to loves the show. They said it's great. Yeah. It's one of the best Star Wars stuff happening right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they kind of ruined the trilogy, the new trilogy.
Yeah, the new trilogy's garbage. Yeah. But everyone that I spoke to is Baby Yoda. They all talk about Baby Yoda. Yeah. But apart from Baby Yoda as a novelty, everyone apparently the show's good. I heard the show's good.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
Yeah,
it was fun to watch. It was entertaining. Kept you engaged.
But you only watched 1 episode. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. But why didn't you continue?
Because I don't have Disney Plus.
Oh, it gives you a chance to watch the first one for free?
No, I watched it at Homer's place.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, that makes sense.
So then when they all release, all the episodes...
You're going to sign up for a 30-day free trial and binge it?
Yeah.
Smart. Do you watch anime? I used to like some anime. Like Dragon Ball I liked, but I didn't... I like the original Dragon Ball. I didn't get into Z that much. I like Ronin Warriors. That was my favorite anime.
I used to be heavy on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And then I was heavy on Naruto and Bleach, and then I just stopped.
Oh, the other anime that I liked that I saw was Full Metal Alchemist.
That one was nice.
Yeah,
that one
was very
I
good.
can still watch even now.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, because it had a very dark element to it. It was very dark. It also felt more. I don't know how to explain this.
Rogue One was good. Yeah, Rogue One. I liked Rogue One. But The Mandalorian apparently is the closest thing you're going to get to the original trilogy feel. That epic and real, acting, story type of feel. Because the new ones feel, I don't know, man. I don't like, especially it's a space movie, but you feel like there's an agenda in it.
Yeah, and they ruined the story.
Yeah, you're putting a social agenda in a fucking space movie about fucking sentient robots and goblins and it's a fucking space movie.
They did the same thing with the Han Solo movie, which had the
I didn't watch
potential to be fucking great, but again, ruined it.
Yeah, exactly. That's very good the way you said it. The new Star Wars, Gambit says, is like Big Bang Theory, forced bad jokes. Like the third one that's coming out now. They're looking for you. The new one that's coming out now, I don't know how it's going to be. From what I've heard,
I want to watch it just to...
I'm going to watch it for sure because
finish off
Yeah, because the two I watched.
Yeah.
But the last one sucked dicks.
Yeah.
The last one had terrible jokes in it.
And a lot of it didn't make sense.
No, of course it didn't. It was they didn't talk. Apparently, the writing team from the first one and then the second one, they didn't communicate.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So they were just working. Like they didn't know where the first team was headed. Like where they were thinking of going with the story. So then they just picked it up and instead of asking, let's discuss. Why'd you say this? What was your plan here? They just fucking went off with it.
And what was the point with the Asian chick?
Yeah, the test audiences apparently hate the third one.
Really?
And they've done a couple of reshoots. They're trying to change the ending, but from what I know of the ending, it sucks.
And what was the whole thing with that Asian chick
What Asian
in the
chick?
second one?
Yeah, they were trying to rise up an Asian character to just for diversity.
That was it?
Yeah.
So there was no actual backstory? Like,
Well,
there was no
we had seen them before. She had a sister. Remember, sister died. What do you mean by backstory? Like I don't understand.
well, because everyone hated that character, no?
They hated her because of the forcedness. It was a forced diversity type of thing. That's why. That's why. If it wasn't forced, nobody would give a shit. They'd be like, "It's a character we like," you know.
Yeah.
It's when you force it on people, they get mad.
Yeah, people don't like things being forced on them.
Yeah, people don't like feeling like you think they're stupid. Nobody likes that shit, and that's how it feels, you know.
Even stupid people, actual stupid people, don't like that.
They don't get it.
What?
They don't get it. Yeah, part 2 sucked. Fucking bad teams, man, writing this shit. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's they're scared to have good writers, or because you could find there are a lot of good writers out there, and for movies like this, it's not like you're lacking motivation. They have money. They're motivated. It's a big story. It's a big world. I don't know why they can't find a good fucking team. They don't hate it as much as the Sonic movie. Yeah, the Sonic movie looks shit, but they changed the model,
they completely changed
and it looks better. The model looks better. The movie still looks fucking dumb as hell.
Well, it's Sonic, bro. What do you expect? It's gonna be entertaining. There's gonna be some explosions. There's gonna be what's his face, Jim Carrey acting like a fool, like he always does.
It doesn't. You know, what bugs me is it's not for adults, bro.
Yeah, but adults are still gonna go watch it because of the nostalgia aspect of it. You know what I mean? They used to play it on Sega. I used to play Sonic on Sega too, like crazy. So I'm gonna go watch it. I'm not gonna go watch it at the movies, but I'm gonna watch it just to see what it's like. You know.
No, when it's available, someone for free, maybe I'll check it out. But there's no way I'm going on. Something happened,
Something big happened.
Yeah, another accident. And there's no reason right now. There's no snow, there's no ice, there's no rain. They still fucked it up somehow.
Yeah.
These fucking people. Sonic is for kids, not adults. Yeah, but it's gonna be mostly adults that give that fucking movie money.
No.
Yeah, that's who is gonna go watch. It's all nostalgia. Kids now don't know fucking Sonic.
No.
How is it for kids? Sonic's not a character in the world right now. Sonic's not he's not culturally relevant to this generation. He's culturally relevant to our generation.
Yeah, but it continued for a bit too because there were so many video games made.
Little kids now. There's no video games now that are Sonic. Sonic's not a star. He's a star. We know him. Sonic's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be people. It's all the nostalgia factor. Who do you think is gonna go if you don't know the character?
Yeah, that's true.
Example, right now, if I tell you there's an All in the Family movie, you're gonna go watch it.
What?
All in the Family.
Do you keep it in the family?
All in the Family.
What is that?
Exactly.
Is that a movie or a show?
It was a show. It was a big show.
What was it about?
You don't know it. That's what I'm saying. You don't know it. So to you, if like, oh my god, All in the Family movie. This, what happened to them? The kids after.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with the kids now. They're like, who the fuck is Sonic? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's not culturally relevant to them.
Interesting.
Yeah. And they're not, man, if you really want to appeal to new audiences or all audiences or whatever, you'd write something fresh, something new. But they're scared.
Man, you know what would be crazy?
Huh.
You make a Teletubbies,
Yeah.
but for adults.
You're a fucking idiot. How would that be good?
So there's like a heavy horror theme.
But why would it have to be Teletubbies?
Huh?
Then first of all, that's not an original idea. That's just you taking an idea and making it
Yeah, but
horror.
you make it super dark. Like people somehow discover that world and it actually exists. But really it's just demons and shit.
Yeah, but those Teletubbies, the way they look, there's nothing scary about that. That's people.
Yeah, but they would be modified.
Why don't you just create a new scary thing?
Yeah, that's true. Well, you can take inspiration from something. You know what I mean?
The animation studio, Homer says, responsible for Sonic's redesign, all got fired and closed down after completing the project. Oh, that's dirty. So they redesigned it, the new one? Wait, hold on. Homer, are you talking about the redesign, the guys who fixed the new trailer? The guys who fixed them got fired, or the original people got fired? That's what I'm curious about. Let's see. I directly seen a bunch of waterheads. I don't know what that means. But have you guys heard about the World War I movie coming out called 1917? I have not. Does it look good?
Oh.
Does it? I don't know. Well, but like I told you guys last week, I was correct about the Resident Evil 3. I told you it wasn't going to come out at the Game Awards. It was going to come out at State of Play. That's when they released the trailer. So I am Nostradamus for stupidities. If it doesn't matter, I know about it. And you know what's strange about Resident Evil 3, the remake trailer that everybody loves, and I was excited too. I'm going to tell you guys something here first. You're going to hear here first. It looked kind of stupid. There was something about it that felt cheap. It felt rushed, the trailer. The animation style, when she's talking to that one, what's his name? Fuck, that cop, the Stars guy in the street. And it felt a little rushed. It didn't feel as detailed as the Resident Evil 2 remake. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 remake, Tibin, you're not supposed to shoot every zombie because you're going to run out of ammo. You got to try to get away from them. Shoot them in the legs, in the head, and then run away. Because I'm replaying it now too for like the 56th time. And it's a lot of fun. But that's the thing you learn. I love shooting things, but you got to pace yourself. Because there's too many zombies, bro. They're everywhere, these fucking zombies.
I've noticed you can shoot them in the head. They don't die with the first shot in the head. You got to shoot them multiple times.
Of course not.
In the head.
They're zombies.
That's nuts.
I'm at the part with the dogs. Oh, the dogs are always the worst. But they're a bit easier in this game. The old one, it was harder with the dogs. Now you could run away. Never be scared to run. Never be scared to run. Any new Easter eggs in Resident Evil? There's no new Easter eggs. I mean, what they released last week in that update was just that you find the letter from Jill to the Kendo guy. Nothing crazy.
What about that trailer we saw on Amazon Prime for that movie there? It was a horror movie.
So this is a movie. If you guys remember, it came out in '86. It's called The House. I remember at the video store when I was young, I would see the box, the VHS tape, and it's basically like a fucked up hand, like a severed zombie hand ringing a doorbell. So it looked like a crazy horror movie. But I was young, so I was very young when I would see that on the shelves, right? So it wasn't something that would interest me for buying, but I remember that image in my head. So we were on Prime, and I look, and I see that image. I'm like, oh shit, The House. I remember seeing that in the video store. So before clicking on play, Prime has an option that says watch trailer, to which I would assume it would play a fucking trailer. So we click on it, and it basically just plays 2 scenes from the movie out of context of a guy signing books and arguing with people. Says nothing about the fucking movie. So then we just didn't watch it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Some guy talking about a book deal. And just an actual scene. No, it wasn't. They didn't play the trailer of the movie. Their trailer was, all right, take 2 scenes and just play them. How the fuck? And they were like the least enticing scenes ever.
Yeah.
What are these? They're fans of my wife more than they are of me. Oh, well, they like your book. Yes. I'm not going to watch this. What the fuck is that? What is that? That's so stupid. It made me angry inside. It sounds like, do we press play? I go, no, now I'm mad. I want to throw my fucking remote across the TV. The first time you go into the Resident Evil 2 police station interrogation room and the liquor breaks through the mirror, I nearly had a heart attack. Yeah. Not only the first time. I knew it was coming. It would still scare me.
The what breaks through the liquor? The liquor.
Yeah. If you don't know, just don't talk. You're trying to, in your head, you hear a word and you're like, I can make a joke out of this. But we know you can't, bro. We know you can't. You stalled. It's a liquor. It's a liquor. Talk about licking balls. Talk about whatever.
Is it the liquor that licks or the liquor like liquor bottle?
Okay, stop talking, bro. Stop talking. Yeah, the fucking liquors are the worst. But secret thing about the liquors, Resident Evil 2, they can't see. They're blind. They're blind. Everybody dies from the liquors. You just stop moving and then walk slowly. They're blind. But your reaction, because you're scared, is to run so they hear you or shoot them and then they come and fucking attack you. Stay still, boys. Yeah, you go slowly around them because they're, especially if you don't want to waste your ammo.
Interesting.
Yeah, little tips and tricks from Pantelis over here. Liquor.
Only beat the
I
game
barely.
108
See, Tom had a good one. Tom had a Chipperson one. Liquor. I barely know her. See, that would have been good, Poseidon. But instead, you're like, what is liquor? And trying to think of something. Liquor. Did you say liquor or liquor? Liquor. Yeah. Let's see. But I ended up face to face with a liquor, but there was a zombie coming. Yeah, that's the worst, because if there's a zombie too, you got to move because the zombie sees you. And then, god damn it.
It's
bananas. Poseidon, you don't even like Resident Evil.
I have never played a single game, but it looks interesting. It looks fun.
It's super fun, but it's also super hard.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time getting back into gaming.
That's a lie. You're always playing video games.
Yeah, but I'm always playing dumbed down video. Like lately, I've been playing just Call of Duty because it's easy to just start and play. You go online, you shoot at shit, and that's it. You get to disconnect for a bit.
Those were always the type of games you played.
No.
Yeah, you always.
I love RPGs.
No, you always play an RPG only when it's popular. You don't play any RPGs that are like classics that people don't know about. You always play.
What are you talking about?
You only play mainstream games.
I have a collection of 100 games.
Yeah,
I love
but you
strategy
always
games.
play. Yeah, but you always
Age
play
of Mythology.
mainstream. Yeah, you always play mainstream games.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Grandia 2. You ever play that game?
No.
Exactly, but that's a great RPG. That's a great JRPG, but you don't know. That's what I'm saying. You always play You always play what everybody else is playing.
Yeah, I guess.
But that's what I was saying about you. That
no, but
the
I like
video
different
games
genres.
that you always play is anything that like the mass public likes. You're gonna jump on it, which is fine, right? But that's why you miss all these things. That's why you miss these classics. That's why, and then you don't know what they are. Like even Resident Evil in the beginning, people like it. Right now, it's become a big thing. But for all the games it sold and all that, there was a whole demographic that wouldn't touch Resident Evil back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, huge market people. Like, it's not for me.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it turned into one of the best games ever. Same thing with Metal Gear. Metal Gear had that. Metal Gear Solid had a whole demographic of people that didn't want to touch it in the beginning. Because they thought it wasn't gamey. It was just like a cutscene fest.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of cutscenes. More than any other game ever. But there's so much gameplay, fun gameplay, and all kinds of cool shit you get to do. Anyways, point is, what I was saying is that that's what you do. You always play the mainstream games. So
there was also Demon Souls. Demon Souls I played, I beat.
One of the... It spawned, what, fucking 10 sequels, bro? And then,
yeah, but the initial one wasn't that popular.
It became super popular. I had the initial one. Imagine. Yeah. I had
the initial one was super hard to find here. Because they didn't make the box. They only made it in English.
I know. I have it in English. I have the special edition one. You want to buy it off me?
No.
$800. You want it?
No, it's okay.
$800.
What am I gonna do with it?
Sell it.
Stare at it.
Play Roblox, he says.
What?
Roblox, Spider's telling us.
What the fuck is Roblox?
ROBLOX.
But what is it?
I don't know. He didn't tell us. He's just telling. Yeah, no, it's not a video game. Play it. It's the code name for his dick. That's what he's saying. I'll sell my copy to Poseidon for 15%. You mean $15 of Demon? No, but you have Demon Souls, the first one.
No, when I sold my PS3, I sold all my games with it. Which is that one game I should have kept it.
I have a lot of. I still have PS3 games.
Yeah.
They're stored, but I still have them. Yeah.
I had all the God of Wars. I used to love God of War.
But you can find those now in collections for
nothing. Yeah. What did Omnimusha I liked.
Onimusha, what sucks is that I can't fucking play. The only one that I can play is the remake of the first one because I have it on PS4. I have 1, 2, and 3 on the PS2. But the problem is getting the PS2 to play now on these TVs and shit is fucking hard. So, I don't have a good remote for it because all the remotes that are for sale now are all the third-party shit ones. You can't find an original Sony remote now. They don't make them anymore for years. It's Obviously. The PS2. So that's what sucks. And they don't have wireless remotes either for it. Or they probably do third-party. I got to find maybe at the pawn shop or some shit.
No.
So, the doc recommendation on Netflix, Movies That Made Us. I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago, Movies That Made Us. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Have you seen the documentary series on Netflix, The Toys That Made Us?
No.
No? You have hours ahead of you of fun stuff to watch.
Really?
Yeah. The Toys That Made Us, they talk about like all the toy franchises in the 80s and 90s that made a huge splash. Like Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers toys.
Yeah.
Barbie, like all the main, and you get the whole story behind them. And then they made a second season, and it's the Movies That Made Us. And it's all the big movies of our, like...
Die Hard?
Die Hard, they talk about Home Alone, how it was made, and you learn all this behind-the-scenes shit that's really, really fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're going to like it. Dirty Dancing. Yeah, you're going to like it. Ghostbusters.
Man, I remember I used to have like I still have the box at my mom's place.
Mm-hmm.
I would say a box about this big.
VHSs.
No. Hot Wheels.
Oh yeah, you were a Hot Wheels guy.
Hot Wheels. And I used to have another bigger box of action figures. We're talking about Batman, Power Ranger, you name it, Ninja Turtles, you name it. I had
Still have
all.
it?
I think she gave them to some kids or charity or whatever.
That's fine.
But I have another huge box of VHS classics. Disney, yeah.
Disney.
Disney.
That might be worth money.
Yeah.
The Disney ones.
Eventually.
I heard. No, I heard that now the Disney
Now they're
VHSs
worth money
are
too,
worth money.
but they'll be worth even more.
I think they're gonna be worth less as soon as people figure out streaming, especially because of Disney Plus.
Oh yeah,
Because you can get them.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was stupid what I said.
No, it's not stupid because there's always collectors that like the original.
Yeah,
You're always
true.
gonna find someone willing
That's
to
true.
buy
That's
something.
true.
Yeah.
But
You should see which ones you have. You might be sitting on some loot.
Yeah. But the toys. Me, I used to love. You know what I used to love? You know those Nerf swords. You know the Nerf swords that I'm talking about.
Yeah,
They were made of foam.
Yeah, I know
I
what
used to
Nerf
love
is.
that shit. Me and my brothers. My mother would never buy them for us, but every time we'd go to Toys R Us, bro, I'd grab like the axe. My brother would grab a sword and shield. My other brother would grab like, I don't know, another sword, and we'd go at it, bro, in the middle of Toys R Us, just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, that's not a real story. You're just talking about two shit kids that don't know how to live in
3
society.
shit kids. My mother would get mad and she'd smack us.
Yeah, she was the right one. She should have grabbed a Nerf gun and hit you in the face with it.
She melees us with a gun, just reverberating.
Underrated games, Golden Axe. Yeah, Golden Axe. Was Golden Axe underrated back in the day? I thought Golden Axe was well received.
What about GoldenEye? You remember GoldenEye?
Of course, I remember. Everybody remembers GoldenEye, dude. That's what I'm saying. Is you're acting like it's a secret thing, but you're talking about the biggest things ever. That's like, bro. I don't know if you heard of this movie, bro. I don't know how many people know it. It's a good movie. It's about a boat, bro. It's called The Titanic. It's a boat movie. I don't know if you like boats, bro, but if you like boats, it's a good movie. Now everybody knows The Titanic. It's not a GoldenEye. You fucking piece of garbage.
They're making a remake, apparently.
They always make remakes. Yeah. Remember they made one on the 64, I think, on the GameCube.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It wasn't that good though, huh?
No, they had the initial one that was on the 64, and then the remake was on GameCube.
Yeah. You know, I think it doesn't work with the remake, because I think a lot of the excitement was when it was new. Yeah. Was when it was a new concept and the way you would play that game. And then, like Odd Job, he was shorter, so he couldn't shoot him, so nobody was allowed to pick him, and people get mad. Do you remember that? There was that one character that got the hat. He was smaller. Yeah. So, like, when you're aiming your gun, he's always below you. You have to always point down. You remember that because you're shorter. So little things like that. And I think it was Lowell Poseidon. You heard of James Bond, but this time it's just a number. Why can't they just say 7 instead of 007? Yeah. That's funny. Just say 7, bro. So yeah, I think that because it was, oh my God, a new type of game and 4 people would play together. Remember how much fun that was? I think you can never recreate that. I think we're always chasing that high.
Yeah.
But you can't recreate that. You can't recreate where you were in your life. It was a simpler time too. You were a kid, and it was so much fun. You can never recreate. Even if they make the game now with the graphics and even the gameplay's tight, like Call of Duty, you're never gonna be able to recreate that feeling that you had in the first time. But I think we're always chasing that. I think that's what nostalgia is based on. That's what remakes. And people go watch and they're excited, and like I get excited when like that new Ghostbusters movie, the new one. It looks good. It makes me think of Ghostbusters and it gets exciting. But I know that even if the movie's great and I have fun with it, you can't relive what you lived as a kid the first time seeing something, that pre 9/11 world. Like Tiben is writing, what do you think of Final Fantasy VII remake? And that's how I feel about that. I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed.
Oh, well, I never played Final Fantasy VII.
So to you, it'll just be something new.
It'll just be new.
But I feel like I'm going to be disappointed. The graphics are amazing, but it looks like the gameplay is like Final Fantasy 15, which I didn't like. I have it, but it didn't suck me in. And I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be disappointed. The only thing that surprised me was Resident Evil 2 remake. I was like, fuck, this is a fun game. Yeah. So let's see. They're remaking Home Alone in Montreal. Home Alone 1 and 2 are masterpieces. Yeah. I heard about that and people are excited, like they were remaking it. But why remake it? Why remake?
They should remake them with Post Malone.
Why, yeah, Home Alone. But why would you remake them? Why don't you just make a new Home Alone? Home Alone 4, 3, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But why would you remake it?
Yeah, seriously, that's very strange.
They already exist and they're amazing.
Yeah.
I still watch Home Alone 1 and 2. I've watched each of them twice so far this month. Put them on at night. It's nice to have them in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
I know nothing about Final
filthy
Fantasy,
animals.
but a lot of musician friends were always talking about the music in it. The music, Tom, was great. Those old games, man, those Japanese people used to fucking put a lot of work into it. Same thing with Kojima and Metal Gear. It was always good audio, good music, good sounds, good. Very, very hard.
I was heart and soul poured into it.
Yeah, it's a reboot, Gambit says, but apparently it's in the modern day in a smart home. So, like he says, if you're smart, why don't you just call 911? Yeah, it's kind of hard today. Like someone's breaking in.
I'm already agitated.
Like what? I made my parents disappear. I better FaceTime them. Like it's kind of dumb if it's now.
Yeah.
You know? Because some movies now you couldn't remake them the same way because it wouldn't exist. Like without, like the world was different before cell phones.
Yeah.
The dynamic and the stuff you had to go through and do was way different.
Yeah.
So like
print maps.
I'm trying to think what movies wouldn't work now, like as a remake. Like Home Alone shouldn't work now because you could just call the cops. Why would you spend time doing?
You would just be like, Alexa, call the cops. Not even you.
No, not even. But I mean, yeah, exactly. You'd call
know?
the cops. You'd take a cell phone video and send it. Like if you see the guy robbing the guy next to you.
Yeah, there'd be like 80 people taking videos.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think what movies wouldn't work now. Because there's certain movies like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That probably wouldn't work now, with cell phones and shit. Yeah, that whole thing wouldn't work. I think there's a lot of movies that wouldn't. Yeah, Seinfeld wouldn't work today at all. Because Seinfeld, a lot of the story arcs were about they were doing stuff at the same time. They couldn't reach the other one. Payphone, call me here. I missed the call. It's impossible for that to happen now because of cell phones.
You know what Motorola is doing? Speaking of nostalgia,
A flip phone.
they're making a Motorola Razr flip phone, like it was. It's a bit larger though. It's about this size, but it folds in half, and when you open it, it's basically a smartphone.
So it is a smartphone.
It's a smartphone that folds onto itself, and they're selling it for guess how much?
It's gonna be high.
Just guess.
$2,000.
$1,500
They're idiots.
US.
They're idiots.
More than an iPhone. It's not. 8 people are gonna buy it.
Yeah, it's
8 idiots are gonna buy it. Oh my god, I'm Razr. So cool. Oh, I'm cool again, like in high school.
You should take a real razor and slit your wrist, you fucking idiot.
Look, if they made it and they were selling it at a reasonable price for a smartphone, let's say it's running Android OS. I mean.
I miss my flip phone too. I miss answering calls by flipping it open and just hanging it up by closing. I miss that shit too.
Yeah. So how much?
What I do like about these phones is everything I have on it, like everything. You know, your email, all that. I do love that about like I'm connected just with this. It's a fucking computer basically. But
I think 800 I'd pay for it.
Yeah,
if they sold it 800. Yeah, because if it was like a regular smartphone with Android OS, okay, bear with me, and it was just as powerful, had all the functionalities, I would get it as a phone. I think it's pretty cool, but you're charging like a premium, kind of like for the nostalgia. That pisses me off a bit.
Social media Gambit, I don't think is gonna die off because it's too big. Everything is based on social media now.
But look at Facebook, bro.
There's so much money in social media ads. I don't think it's gonna die. The only way it could ever die would be if people themselves start choosing to leave. But you know what keeps happening? It's never like when a social media site dies, it's because another one's ready to take over and people have moved on. It's never because social media dies. People love social media. People are attached to it now. It's part of our being. You know, there's children that are growing up now, and that exists the whole time that they're alive. For us, it was new. Like I think 2007, I discovered social media. It didn't exist growing up, right? Yeah. But now there's kids that are growing up. That's all there is. Likes, shares. That's the world. Yeah. They've never lived in a world without likes and shares.
Fuck, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's never existed. Yeah.
But bro, have you seen Mark Zuckerberg?
So what they're doing is like social media. If you see Facebook dying, that just means that everybody moved on to the new thing.
Which would be...
Well, look, Instagram...
Assbook.
Well, no, but look, Instagram was taking over a lot of like active users. So Facebook bought them. WhatsApp was becoming the messenger of choice. So Facebook bought them. You see a trend here?
Yeah.
Yeah. That means that at least Zuckerberg was able to tell, just like how MySpace was, that no matter what kind of market share you have, people are willing to move on.
Yeah.
Right? So now we're just waiting to see what the next thing is or how Facebook evolves. Fuck Facebook. It's kind of like Google. People have been saying, "Oh, the next Google" for like so long, but Google just took over. Google just said
they bought so much
yeah,
shit.
there's gonna be no next fucking Google. There's gonna be the next evolution of Google. So you never know. It could just continue if you keep evolving, you keep holding the market by the balls. But there's a lot of money in it, man. There's a lot of money. Like they make so much money.
And Mark Zuckerberg, I think, has his own private island.
He has a lot of money, dude. He makes what's crazy is you don't feel it, because they're making money off your information.
Yeah.
They're making money off your activity, but they're not making money directly off your credit card. So you don't feel it.
Yeah.
And then you're just getting hooked on going through the rhythm, and they make money off every fucking view
That's
that you.
insanity.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, yeah, ask Poseidon what happened to the girl in Quebec. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What happened to her?
Oh, his girl in Quebec. He already talked about that.
Yeah.
Watch the last episode of 2 Drink Minimum. Check that out. Episode 131, I believe. Yeah, from last week.
Nothing crazy though. Just
No, but you already talked about it
Yeah.
on 2 Drink Minimum. So, yeah. He already went through it on 2 Drink Minimum. He went on me and Mike busted his balls about it. Google is the Disney of the internet. That's true. And he ate her. Yeah. And fucking look at Disney, guys. Look at Disney. Disney was going down for years. You remember? I saw a documentary about this. And then fucking bam, bam, bam. They made some money and they started fucking buying everyone. Disney owns
Marvel?
ESP. Yeah,
ESPN?
Disney owns Marvel. Yes, Disney. Think about that for a second. Disney owns Fox, I think, too. No.
fuck, bro.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
Yeah. What's up, Finger Bang?
That name. Finger bang. I like it.
It's Finger Bang, but I'm gonna say Finger Bang. They own CBS too. Fuck, man. It's crazy.
God damn.
Yeah. So think about that. That's hard to. As long as you're willing to evolve, like even YouTube, right? As long as YouTube doesn't fuck it up, YouTube could last a long time. Even though YouTube is actively trying to fuck it up.
But YouTube is owned by Google too.
No, but YouTube. But here's the thing. You know, Google. You're not gonna lose money forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if YouTube really fucks it up and they're not making money off ads, Google doesn't need them. They'll work on another type of service because Google didn't create YouTube. They bought YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, so you could create something else. Now YouTube, where it could fuck up is because they're focused. They're no longer focused on what they were when they started. When it was YouTube, so you were the celebrity. It was about people creating content. Now they're siding more with like the industry. They're siding more with like late night TV. They're siding more with like production companies, like to have it's trailers and clips of other shows.
Yeah.
That's who gets all the attention. You know, music videos, all that. So it's no longer YouTube. It's back to being them too. The only thing that I can see happening is if they continue on that trend, and there's another company that built something closer to what YouTube used to be, which promotes the entrepreneur, and then people want original content, and they gravitate towards that. That's the only way I could see YouTube ending, is if there's a competitor that offers that. That's why Twitch, even though Twitch is mostly on gaming, people were like, oh, Twitch might give it a run for its money because a lot of people are on there, but mostly still people go on there, even though there's podcasts on there, people mostly go on there for game-related stuff. Mostly. But a lot of podcasts are turning heads, and people are going there to watch their favorite podcast that got kicked off YouTube.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What would you call a new YouTube?
It's not the name. The name doesn't matter, dude. It's about building. That's why you focus on stupid things. You'd spend a year like, I need a good name. No, you need a good fucking coder. you need to build it. It's very what YouTube has, man. What is it? Billions of hours of content right now.
I think they did the math. I think it would take every person on the planet, I don't know how many years, to watch all of the content on YouTube.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Nuts. Complete bananas.
So Tibin says, I think the real problem is that people thought the money would be coming in forever. Well, no, because the money would actually still be coming in if YouTube didn't fuck around. Because here's the thing: you're letting the advertisers hold you by the balls when you make decisions like that, because this is the main place people go to watch videos, right? So you want to fucking advertise. this is how you're gonna advertise. If you start letting them dictate to you, right? And then you get scared and you start chopping people, this and that, and then they go to different places, then you fuck yourself over because then you're giving the advertiser an alternative place to go advertise if they're mad at you.
Yeah.
But you could have kept the monopoly and told the guy, oh, you're offended, your people are offended, 8 people sent you tweets, so now you don't want to advertise. Fuck you. Don't. And then they're going to panic after a while. They're going to be like, oh, shit, this is the only place to advertise. This is where everybody is. Okay, I'm going to go back and advertise. But the second you start folding, that's why if you give an inch, they'll take a mile. That's what they did. YouTube had the monopoly. They had everybody by the balls. And then they got scared. I guess it was because of the Google era. And every complaint, they'd fucking panic and do something. You're not supposed to be reactive like that.
Yeah.
Because then you allowed big channels to move, right?
Yeah.
You allowed big channels to move to go to other platforms. So then the other platforms would get bigger. So now you're nervous because then you're like, oh, fuck, if they leave me, they don't advertise here, they could just go advertise there. But if you're holding everybody by all the main content creators are with you, where the fuck are you gonna advertise?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go to MySpace? Fuck out of here.
MySpace, is that still around?
It's still around, I think, but I don't know. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, you gotta fucking stand up. You gotta have some balls. You gotta put your foot down. Now, I'm not saying you have to. I mean, they're a company; they could do whatever the fuck they want. So if someone's out there and they're like, kill the Jews or
obviously.
You don't need those channels. Like, it's not. I understand that, but when somebody's out there and saying there are only, I think there are only 2 genders, and you're like, oh my god, radical fucking transphobe.
Meanwhile, there's people fucking killing puppies and cutting off ears of dogs on some YouTube videos, and they don't do nothing to those people.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
That's crazy. Let's see, like what happened to Crowder. Pantelis, are you going to be in the holiday show? No, I'm not. I had to cancel my trip there because I'm doing something with Mike here, and every time I cancel on Mike, it's 2 go down to Crowder. So I said, fuck it, I can't do it again. I'll stick with Mike, but I wrote some good stuff. So they have a lot of shit to film this week that's going to be funny.
What happened to Crowder?
What do you mean what happened? It's a holiday show.
Said.
Oh, just on YouTube, because YouTube was fucking around. They were demonetizing, and same thing for making fun of someone. And that guy, Carlos Meza, some fucking shitty internet journalist, like not a real journalist, but just like, I'm offended type of thing. Like, let's go with the facts, and then says 5 things that are not facts. These type of people. He got fucking just blasted by Crowder and other people, and then he complained. And then it took down a lot of channels. A lot of channels got fucked over because a lot of people were talking about him. And YouTube panicked. And they started fucking with a lot of people's money. Because one guy was upset. Because people were making fun of him saying stupid shit. Yeah.
Bad. Very bad. That's very bad.
Yeah.
It's also very...
You
get angry.
Yeah.
When you hear shit like this.
It's...
You get fucking angry.
It's fucking stupid. It's scary that this can happen. It's scary that they can just end it, That you could build something. Like there's like now the way that they're taking out channels is kind of scary because there's channels that have built up big reputations. They have 100,000 subscribers. It takes time to do that, man. Yeah. You build a business and then they could just delete your channel. That's why subscription stuff, like a lot of people are moving towards that. That's why, like, Subscribestar or even Patreon, but Patreon was fucking around for a bit. But the people were doing it. They wanted their content creators they're like, we'd rather pay something a month, but make sure we can get it, than have you go on there for free and then we just lose everything one day.
Yeah.
It's that was people's fears, right? That's why Compound Media, Gas Digital, that's why that exists.
Yeah.
It's to have a place to house everything. That's why when people were telling Mike, a lot of people approach Mike and tell him we should do the same thing here, that he should create like a Compound Media type of thing here in Canada, and get like the best podcasts, the best French ones, the best English ones, maybe 10, 15 shows, and have a subscription-based model. The reason why they tell them that is not because they don't like getting their shit for free. It's because people rather pay fucking $5-10 a month, have all their content, they know it's there, this is what I'm subscribed to.
Then wake up one morning.
And your thing's off the internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, see, that makes sense.
Would you like to create a Patreon? I don't know. I think it's a little like people keep asking us that, and Mike brought it up too. And they keep. I don't know. I think it's kind of early for that, and I kind of don't want. I want to keep it free as long as I can. Tobias, yeah, Rogan called YouTube to save Sam Tripoli's channel because they deleted Sam Tripoli's channel, and I know I heard about that. Rogan called YouTube. So the fuck are you guys
called YouTube.
Yeah, because you have like when you're a big channel, you deal with people directly, like so you can talk to them. Like Crowder too, he has people that he could deal with directly, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on?" So Suzakut is the only Patreon I'm sub to. Yeah, and so you see, look at Suzakut prove that the model works. Suzakut, no matter what happens, they still have the Patreon where they go live and you can have all the archives, right? And then they could put, let's say, the audio version on iTunes and all that shit. So, and Suzakut, most people like to watch it like live or whatever. It has crazy amount of subs because they all want to support. They're like, I don't give a fuck about what YouTube does. I give a shit about what the creator, Mike in this case, is doing. And because they all sub, that gives a budget. So then he's able to have a team. He's able to have, Jan, Jason, social media, people there working, serve drinks, all that shit. So the production gets bigger, So people see their contribution
in real time.
Like evolving into something.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking cool if you think about it, because even your taxes, all the times you pay taxes and you don't fucking see the results.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
There is something cool. There is something very cool about it.
Mike Ward gives back more than the government.
For sure. No, that's for fucking sure. But there is something cool about that when you could pay for, like artists that you like and all directly. There is something fucking really, really neat about that. Yeah. But I think we're still at a time where you could have a lot of free content still with ads and all that. You could still have. But worst case scenario, it's actually knew a Greek guy in Belgium called Yanis Patreonis. Oh, Jesus Christ. But worst case scenario, this Patronis. But worst case scenario, that's what we would do if YouTube would kick us off or whatever. We'd be like, fuck, we start our own thing, or we go on Patreon. Yeah. Like even me, all my shit that I'm doing, Pantelis Live, Pantelis Podcast. If YouTube decides, fuck it, you're out of here, I'm not gonna stop. I'll try to put video up on Twitch in the beginning, just to keep in contact with everyone, and then probably start a Patreon or some shit like that. Let's see. I do manga fan translations, and a bunch of people have Patrons for that, but it's really scummy in my opinion since it's largely illegal. But stuff like podcasts are original, so it's fine. Oh, what do you mean manga fan translations? Like, how is that illegal? Like, you're translating to another language? What's illegal about that? Like, for people that don't understand, Japanese to English, why is that illegal? Like, you're helping someone.
I guess because you're taking a book and you're profiting.
Elijah, that's the thing. I can fly under the radar. Like, I don't get bothered. I get demonetized all the time, but I don't get threatened or bugged because we're not publishers. Okay, so wait, you translate and then they sell the translation. So they pay to have it translated and then they publish and so that's a little weird, yeah. Suzakut included 4,000 plus names at the end credits to the Olivier doc 2 years ago. That was an amazing sentiment. Oh, shit. Yeah, you see stuff like that, man. All the people because technically those are the producers, right? That's how Mike sees it. Why not just live shows on the streets if everything else fails? Well, it's the internet era, guys. So we're on the internet.
Not in this fucking cold, though.
Yeah, it's a little thing. So even like, but I listen to what kind of people, I try to adapt as much as I can. Like even the live shows now, they go up either, Sunday nights or Mondays. They go up on the RSS feed. So Pantelis Podcast subscribers get the live show on audio. And then on Fridays, I put up right after the live podcast is done, I put that up too, just to have like two things on audio, just on purpose so that people have more content. And since I'm getting more and more subs on the Pantelis podcast streams, like the audio streams. So I'm just adding a bit more. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Very sad.
Yeah, this week it's going to be a very good interview. I'm hoping on Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. But we're going to go live not at 2. It's going to be around 6 p.m. I think. So just so you guys know, if anybody's waiting, it's probably going to happen while you guys are, I guess, commuting home from work. So you might have to watch it later, but we'll go live around 6. So Poseidon won't be here. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, for the podcast, you're not supposed to be there every episode anyway.
Yeah.
But you just end up being here. So I say, fuck it, come.
Yeah.
It was a good episode last week with Emil.
Yeah.
People liked it.
Yeah, it was a nice episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to use Spotify when I'm at work, but I prefer the Sunday live YouTube shows. Yeah, you see, Fakra, so like, for example, Spotify, which we're doing, the Pantelis podcast is doing really well on. Two Drink Minimum is doing better. I think Two Drink Minimum is in the top 100 for comedy shows or top 60 or some shit. Yeah. So, but obviously Two Drink Minimum is a fucking big ass show. Let's see. That couldn't be an idea for a mockumentary. Pantelis and Poseidon live on the streets. and it's about you two. It's about you two as homeless people pretending to have a podcast on the street, like interviewing guests, people walking by.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Maybe there's something to that. Speaking of mockumentaries, I want to film something, man. Phil wants to film something too. He's getting antsy.
The itch.
Getting the itch to make a video productions. But I'm so busy because I got so many plans now for this year, like shit that I'm trying to get off the ground. So it's going to be tough. To find time to film something additionally. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I might even give I'm going to talk to Jan because I have a lot of footage now that Poseidon's collecting off the GoPro. Because I want months of footage to collect it and then make a video about it, like an evolution. So I might work with Jan. I'll talk to him if he's interested. Doing a little doc. I know he likes to make these documentaries. We'll figure something out. Poseidon, you're interested in being part of this documentary?
I don't mind.
Pantelis and Poseidon sitcom was already written. We already shot a pilot. I have a pilot. Yeah. But
yeah, it's true. Oh my God, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, it was made 2-3 years ago, I think. Yeah.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
It was too low budget, bro.
Yeah.
We had no budget. It was all I spent all my savings.
Goddamn, yeah.
Will you release it on YouTube? No, Gambit. I don't like it enough to release it on YouTube. Even though there are some good moments in it. Yeah. But what I will do is I'm going to try to rewrite it in something new. How much did it cost? It cost a couple $1,000 altogether.
Between the food.
Yeah, the food was more expensive than the fucking equipment, bro. You got to feed everyone, yeah.
Man, you don't realize it, but food is one of the most expensive stuff on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, I remember it, yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when you got to feed a lot of people.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but there was a lot of good moments in it. It's just that overall, I don't feel like it worked. So that's why I didn't release it. There's just clips of it that you see like in the intro video and stuff. Like, just so I could add time to the video, I just put some clips. Like us at the bar, I think, and shit like that. But, it was guerrilla filming.
Yeah.
We filmed it pretty quickly, I think. How long did it take this to do? A week?
Yeah, not even.
About a week. And let's see, where does one try to pitch sitcoms in Montreal, on the internet or TV? Well, we went the TV route, and when we showed it, they liked the idea of the pilot. They liked the script a lot, but the guy said, this was like 3 years ago. This was before Two Drink Minimum. The guy said, the problem is that we can't sell it because you're not famous enough. So if you had someone really famous attached to it, we could make something out of this. Like, it's a good idea. But I didn't have anyone like famous too, and I wasn't getting any more famous. So, did you say gorilla instead of guerrilla?
Isn't it the same thing?
It's the same thing. Poseidon, that's why it's an actual job on movie sets. Catering. Yeah, catering is an actual job. It's a fucking hard job.
God damn.
Yeah. Have you tried the porn route? It's me and Poseidon banging people. Pitch to CBC or Bell CTV? No, we pitched to, what is it called? Zone 3?
Zone 3.
Is that where? Here, it was a thing that was here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a French thing.
Yeah, but they also were doing English stuff too.
Yeah. I remember. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, exactly. Poseidon was Evaldo. It was definitely Gorilla. Yeah. But it was, at least they liked it. They liked the script and shit. Because when you're watching like a pilot like that, that's shot Gorilla, you're not really looking for quality. Yeah. You're just trying to see if the story works. Yeah. Because you're going to remake it anyways normally. Yeah. We had no budget. But that's what happened then. Yeah, I remember. But I took it as it bothered me that I spent all my money on it. But what I kind of like from it is I took it as a compliment when they said the script's great. It's fine. It's well written. It's just we don't know you guys. You're nobodies, which was true too. Yeah. I was like, that is fucking accurate. Yeah. And then by the time everything kicked off, and then we had 2 Drink Minimum and all that, it was just. It was too time consuming to go back. Now that there's a fan base and we could put it online and do a series, we're too busy to make a series. This is the way life works sometimes, Yeah. Because now we have a fan base. Now it would be funny. Like, let's say on the 2 Drink Minimum channel, if we actually we had a series that would come out, once a week there's a new episode. We had people actually watching it. It would be fun. But now everyone's too busy. So then when we had the free time to do it, we didn't have people watching us. So
That's interesting how life works.
It's fucked up the way life works. Yeah. What about that channel Zark Fark Chark? I don't know what the fuck that is.
What?
Yeah.
What happened? Zark,
Maybe a
Tark,
show like
Fart?
the old SNL Weekend Update. No, it wasn't like that. It was that I could do because it's basically this just thing, Weekend Update. But it was like a sitcom basically. It was
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very Seinfeld-esque or
Yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. A bit.
Kind of, I guess,
Yeah.
but shit.
Well, no, it was good.
Did
I
Phil?
liked
Yeah,
it.
Phil directed it. Phil filmed it, edited it.
I think for what you were given at your disposition, I think you did
My disposition.
Well,
My disposal.
At your
What
disposal.
I had at my disposal.
Jesus fucking Christ!
disposition.
My brain is a little fried because I'm a little hungry.
I'll feed you.
Oh, I like being fed. I'm like a very big dog.
Why'd you say it?
I don't know. But yeah, what was at your disposal for you, Phil, and basically everyone included? I think it was a job very well done. Obviously, it could be better, you know.
Obviously.
But for what you had, what I'm saying is, you weren't handed much, and instead of making something shit, you still made something good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Pantelis pilot. Oh yeah, it's still private on my account. Because if I click play here, yeah, you can still hear. Yeah, so it's still. I think it still works. Let me see. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, the pilot episode. Yeah, it's still.
A pile of shit if it got him ratings?
Is this because of the fight?
It's more than the fight. You choked an audience member.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's still up there. I don't know if people could hear it because I was playing it for myself just to see if it's still working. But yeah, so the pilot is still. I could just make it unprivate, but I don't want to because it's shit. But yeah, it was a good idea though. We had a lot of funny moments. My favorite thing was the airport thing. That was the funniest thing. I think that's the funniest thing I wrote.
Yeah. Do you want me to say the line?
Huh? No, obviously not. It doesn't work now. You'll just ruin the joke.
Yeah, that's true.
Can we cook Poseidon? They're asking, which I don't know what that means.
Can you like cook for me or cook me per se?
Maybe they're asking, can Poseidon cook? Not really. Poseidon cooks very simple things, but I think now that he's alone, he's gonna learn how to fucking cook.
Well, no, I know how, like the usual breakfast stuff.
That's what I'm saying. But I think you're
Breakfast
gonna
is
be able
easy.
to. I think soon you're
Steaks.
gonna learn how to cook
Steaks, chicken, all that.
big time. Should we? I'm trying to think. Should we just fucking watch the pilot on this thing with everyone, and talk over it, or let them watch?
How many people are watching?
I don't know. Maybe 50, 60 people. I don't know how many people watch. 10. I don't know how many people watch this shit live. Let's see.
Let's see.
Dun, 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 dun. Where is it, bro? I don't even know how to use this stuff anymore. People watching right now are... Oh, yeah, there's about 50 something people. It keeps fluctuating, 50, 60 people. So for 50 people, I mean... But then again, everyone's going to be able to watch it in the replay, so then I'm going to be embarrassed.
Well, no. Why would you be embarrassed?
I didn't like it, man. I feel like we could have done better.
You're a perfectionist, my dear sir.
No, it's just... Imagine if we had money.
Oh, it would have been amazing.
Yeah. Because we were just trying to get the... we were just trying to get the idea across. It was never meant. It was never meant to be seen
I know.
by the public.
Yeah.
So I think that's why.
Yeah, keep it private.
Oh, they're saying you could just release a clip or two. Oh man, MTL is. Let's see. MTL is asking store owners for helping on reviving storefronts. How about a show with Mike, Poseidon, Pantelis, Guido telling the city to stop construction? Yeah, they fucked up everything with the construction.
Did you see what they did to St. Hubert, bro?
No.
Street. It tore up the whole street.
Oh, that one. Yeah, where the
Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
They fucked it up completely.
At some point, I got pissed off because I wanted to go look at a store.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I'm there. And I had to go all the way at the end of the street to fucking cross, right? So what do? All pissed off. I fucking move one of the barriers and I cross. And then I go walk across, move the other barrier, close it. like I own the fucking street.
Like a goddamn lunatic is what you did.
And the construction workers like, hey, it's pas faire solo. Basically, translation for people, you can't do that.
I like how you translated "tu peux pas faire ça." You cannot do this. The people need to know, bro. They can't do this shit, bro.
And I was just walking. I was like, fuck off.
I'm trying to see here. Let's see if I can surprise people. Let's see if I could do something here. They can't. You know that they can't hear you when you're doing fake guns, huh?
Pew pew pew.
So stupid. Such a goofy cocksucker. You, my friend, are
Guilty. Do you remember that video? Did I show you the video, bro?
No, can you put it? Because I'm actually curious.
Fuck, bro. Hold on. I really hope to God that I saved it because I was dying of laughter. When I tell you dying, I was absolutely. Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
With mass homicide. Looks like here you were caught in broad daylight on CCTV holding an AR-7.
I object. My client has done nothing wrong.
He killed 27 children and crippled 5.
Clinically insane, Your Honor. He's crazy.
Mr. Goofy, what do you have to say for yourself?
Guilty. Your Honor, my client was committed insanity.
Wait, hold on. Mr. Goofy, you're saying that you were conscious?
Goofy, what the fuck are you doing?
Gosh, I did it.
Your Honor, I'd like to call for a recess. I would like to talk to my client in private.
Fine. Goofy, come here. Listen to me. All right, Goofy. You're on thin ice, buddy. Come on. Shape up. I did it. Yeah, I know you did it. I know you fucking did it.
I did it, he says.
Guilty. Look, Goofy,
Okay, hold on. Turn it off. I just want to see if I play. Let me see if they could hear. I'm gonna ask the guys if they can hear the.
Oh, that's amazing.
Let me know if you guys can hear the audio. Can you guys hear this audio right now from YouTube? Because if they can hear it, maybe I can show them a bit. But if they can't, then I don't know what to do, Poseidon.
You fucked up.
Did you guys hear that when he said you fucked up? So if they can hear that, I have an idea, Poseidon. Gambit says yes. So what we could do is I could probably show them a clip or two here, Poseidon. I don't know if you want to come next to me and you can watch it with them.
Sure.
And we can probably put
take off my headphones.
Yeah, come here. You could put these headphones on here. Just because what I could do is I can share my desktop. Right? Scene transition like that. Hold on. Share that, and then could do this.
You fucked up.
I'm a fuck up. It comes with the territory.
No one's questioning the fact that you're a fuck up. Hell, you're the biggest fuck up I know.
Peter James.
See, the thing is, you can be brilliant.
Thank you.
Shut the fuck up. It's almost as if you enjoy getting banned from award shows. Do you?
If I'm being honest, a little. Do you remember how we filmed
I
it?
don't even know what to do with you anymore. I can't book you anywhere. You know, the talk shows won't have you on. Clubs aren't interested. Even Bill Maher won't have you on. You know that clown will literally interview a pile of shit if it got him ratings?
Is this because of the fight?
It's more than the fight. You choked an audience member.
The AIDS benefit thing? You told me you were over that.
You pushed a TMZ cameraman into the animal habitat.
Hey, look, in my defense, who knew that giraffes were dangerous?
God, it's all a mess. It's a big fucking mess. A mess I can't clean up for you this time.
So then, what's this about?
Are you ready to listen to me? Because this is your last chance. Otherwise, you can go find yourself a new agent.
I'm listening.
You need to get the hell out of LA.
What the hell kind of a plan is that?
It's your one and only plan. Your one and only option.
My only option in LA is to leave LA.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist, Devin, but a lot of flaws in your plan. Can you elaborate?
Look, it's simple. You get out of town. You go back home. Let things cool down here a bit. Let people miss you. You work on a stand-up. You come back with a vengeance.
Dude, that's insane.
No, it's not.
You know how fucking cold it gets there?
I'll get you some earmuffs.
Oh, come on, dude. Last time I checked, you didn't even book on the East Coast.
Took care of that. And you go see Leo.
Your wacko brother? Dude, come on, man. That guy had me doing gigs at salad bars and shit.
That's more than you'll get here now.
Do I have time to think about this?
Time? What time? Your plane leaves in 4 hours.
4 hours? Dude, I need a passport. I need my luggage, my underwear.
Cheryl's taking care of all that, all right? Your stuff's in the Uber waiting downstairs. She's gonna give you your passport on the way out. Cheryl, you got his passport? Cheryl! She's the best. She's a stupid fucking bitch, but she's the best.
Is this a joke?
Get to the airport.
Uber. You remember this? Hey, dude.
Hello.
So, I'm going to LAX.
I know.
Right. So, are we going to get going, or?
We're going. Well, not now. But when we get going, we'll really get going. You know what I mean, man?
I guess so. So, why aren't we going?
Well, first, you want some candy.
What?
Candy, you want it?
Do I want candy? Nah, dude, I'm fine, thanks.
Beverage? I got mineral water, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, and limited edition Cherry Coke.
Do you have regular Coke?
You want regular Coke?
Nah, I don't drink that stuff. I just found it weird that you have Diet Coke, limited edition Coke, fucking Space Coke, but no regular Coke.
How is that weird?
Just forget it, man. Let's just get going.
Okay. But first, what kind of music you like listening to? When I drive to the airport, I like the classic rock, but I like the pop hits when I'm stuck in the traffic.
Look, man, I don't want to come off as an asshole or anything, but I have no desire to listen to your rendition of Selena Gomez or whatever. You've been weird this whole fucking time. Can we just get going?
You've been extremely fucking rude this entire time.
How am I rude? Dude, can you put on some talk radio or something?
From sports, did you catch that fiasco on the red carpet with that Pantelis character last night? What a piece of shit.
Piece of shit indeed. And let me tell you that the San Diego Zoo is reporting that Gertie the giraffe may never be the same again.
That was Phil's voice. He did a good job of editing what we had. Oh, don't worry about cutting the bits, guys. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's just So this is it. This is my favorite scene in the whole movie. Is this? Yeah. What movie? Whatever. 20 minutes.
Like gut. Hey, Pete. Here.
God damn it, Poseidon. Dude. What the hell are you doing?
What do you mean? I'm here to pick you up.
Yeah, what's with the sign?
Oh, this. It's your name.
Yeah, I know it's my name, dude. Why do you have it?
This is what people do when they pick someone up from the airport.
What? No, dude, it's like for limo drivers and shit. People who are picking somebody up that they don't really know in real life.
I'm not following.
You know me.
Yeah, so?
So then why have a sign with my name on it?
So that you know that I'm here to pick you up.
I forgot what it was like to be around you. Dude, look, I'm fucking tired. It was a long flight. Where'd you park the car? Let's get out of here.
Car? Bro, I took the bus here.
Yeah, I remember that. I forgot about this whole fucking thing. I took the bus here. I forgot what the next scene is. Oh yeah, we had to cut.
By the way, pause.
Yeah.
Those were the sneakers I gave to the Cuban guy, the gray sneakers.
Alberto, how's the world's Franco's worst in mechanic this one, doing?
It's for real. Have you ever taken your car to those dirty Albanians in Laval? They're the worst.
I forgot about this.
Hey, Pussy Palace.
It's Poseidon.
It's not important.
Anyway, how's my car?
It's ready. I'm back waiting for
Yo, the
you.
background's Nice, not nice. even Any real. problems You with remember it? this?
No, it's good.
Yo,
we had
Phil-
it washed. I even had the boys change the tires for you.
Change the tires. I don't even have spare tires. Where'd you find tires?
Yeah, the guys found some tires. We put them on your car. You'll like it. It's nice. Go look.
What about the oil change?
Oil change.
Yeah, I brought it in so you could store it and change the oil.
Fuck, bro. Honestly, I totally forgot about your oil change.
Come on, man. You have one job. Can you do it now?
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's why I hired these peasants over there. Shut the fuck up, Hassan.
Oh, come on, dude. You had one job.
If you think about it,
I forgot
get
all of this.
80%.
80%.
Yeah, 80%. Like the storage, that's 80% of the time. The oil change, that's nothing. What is that, 20% tops? It's an easy job, bitch job. Anybody could do that.
Why don't you do it then?
Because I'm not a bitch, Pussy Parade.
Dude, you telling me I have no car now?
I'm telling you, your car's there waiting for you. Take it, do what you need to do, bring it back tomorrow. We'll do this change of oil of yours.
What about that whole check engine light? Is it still flashing?
Again, with the check engine, I told you, we have tape. Put tape on the light, no more light.
Yeah, Phil, that's a fake thing. He cropped it out, remember? That's like digital editing shit, whatever. But it looks like he's right there. Oh, my little focus, remember? Didn't even put tape.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, bro, what's up?
You think I spend too much money on prostitutes?
What? I don't fucking know, dude. How much money you spend on hookers?
Like weekly or lifetime?
Lifetime? I'm scared to find out lifetime weekly.
Between $200 and $500.
Are you fucking joking? You spend $500 a week on hookers?
Is it bad?
You could have bought a car or invest in a house. You could have started a business. It's okay, bro. Calm down. We all have vices, Poseidon.
What about you?
What about me?
So how much money have you spent on prostitutes?
Oh, $0.
What? I thought you said we all have vices.
Yeah, we don't all fuck hookers, dude. I forgot everything. I could, look at how fat I am, bro. I'm fatter than now, yeah. How is that a plot twist, dude? You knew that was gonna happen.
No. Trust me, it came out of nowhere.
Dude, he's a historical figure. Everybody knows how Hitler died.
Everyone was surprised.
What kind of theater was this? Was it filled with 8-year-olds? How did anybody except for you think that Hitler was gonna win the Second World War?
Well, actually, yeah, that's why they were all there.
Are you insane? I forgot about that, yeah. Oh, Paul Beluya.
Hello? Yo, what's going on, man?
What's happening, man?
Not much. You know, just waiting on an Uber. I have an audition today. Where are you at?
I'm just hanging with Poseidon. He's telling about a movie he just watched.
Ask him about Hitler.
Hitler?
Not ignore him. Dude, shut the fuck up.
Can I get some chicken wings?
Bro, what am I, your mother? Why are you asking me? Get whatever the fuck you want.
With what money?
Stop banging hookers.
No.
What?
Nothing. Poseidon wants to get chicken wings.
Bro, tell him that I fucked a prostitute before I picked you up.
What does that have to do with anything?
Dude, get whatever the fuck you want, right? It's my treat.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So are you coming to the club later?
You think they'll have me on?
Yeah, man. I already called them. They know you're coming. They tweeted.
Hey, dude, let me ask you. You're supposed to be watching out for Poseidon. Why is this guy spending all his money on hookers?
We are looking after him. It's probably just his depression.
Depression? Why is he depressed?
You don't know? It was the whole doll thing.
What doll thing?
Oh my god, you have no idea. You're off social media. This is amazing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you remember the time when we had to get him something for his birthday?
I remember.
Well, we got him exactly what he wanted.
Which was?
A sex doll.
Get the fuck out of here. You bought Poseidon a sex doll.
Yeah, a high-end sex doll.
You got Poseidon a high-end sex doll?
The one that we could afford. That's the one that we got him.
You got Poseidon a used sex doll?
Not exactly used, but that's not the point. The point is, he went nuts.
He was pissed?
No, he actually fell in love with the doll. It was amazing.
Poseidon fell in love with a sex doll?
He was bringing it out to like dates and the movies and shit. It was fucked up.
So then why is he spending all this money on hookers?
Yeah, so one day when he thought that his house was empty, he went home to go fuck his sex doll, and he didn't realize that his brothers skipped school.
They caught him fucking the doll?
Even better, he came home and he caught his two brothers tag teaming the sex doll with Rey Mysterio masks on.
Get the fuck out of here. They're wearing Rey Mysterio masks.
It was fucking epic.
So what do you do?
Yo, he started freaking the fuck out. He took the doll, threw it outside, called it a whore, took his brothers, beat the shit out of them in the middle of the street. It was fucking amazing.
Dude, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
He felt betrayed.
By his brothers?
No, by his girlfriend. That's a sex doll.
Bro, I'm so happy right now.
You fucked the mannequin?
Oh, come on, man. Be nice to him. All right, I gotta go. My Uber's here. So meet me at the club tonight, all right? And don't be late, fuckface.
All right, I'll be there. I forgot I wrote any of this shit. I forgot everything.
It's good to see you,
Peter
buddy.
James, baby.
Good to see you too, dude.
I look good, huh?
What?
It's the protein. Maybe protein intake.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Well, you should. You know, a little weight loss, a little protein in your diet, and not only you'll look better, but you'll feel better too.
I feel great.
Yeah, but you look like shit.
Do you even know why I'm here?
Yeah, you screwed everything up in Hollywood. My brother told me.
Well, not completely.
No, completely. You always did have this talent for burning bridges.
Right.
But don't fret, my little seahorse. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Seahorse?
Yeah, seahorses. They're fascinating creatures. Read a book or something.
Is it possible that you're weirder than I remember?
Nah, I don't know. Anything's possible these days.
All right, so what's this light at the end of the tunnel?
Nah, everybody loves a comeback story. And now's your chance to write one.
Come back from what?
Buddy, I saw your last two specials. They were garbage.
Come on, they weren't that bad.
Yeah, they were terrible. Poor setups, terrible delivery. Come on, you were phoning it in.
Yeah, they got good reviews.
You and I both know they were shit, okay? Right?
I love Peter
You
James.
used to stand for something, man. You lost your edge.
I lost my edge.
Yeah. You remember when you used to be hungry, you used to be ambitious, you cared. Now you're flopping around on set like some dissatisfied asshole.
Dissatisfied?
Yeah.
What do I do?
I'm saying that it's good that you're back here. These are the streets where you need to be. You and your buddy, what's his name? The Kim Jong-un looking guy, Mastodon.
Poseidon.
Whatever, the weird guy. All right, this is where you belong. These streets, these people, the girls you used to smash, right? The audiences you used to make laugh. If anything's gonna bring you back, it's gonna be this environment.
So you're saying this is a good thing?
Yes, this place, Park X, it's your muse. You built it as much as it built you.
It's very deep.
This is actually
Yeah, you
my
like
favorite
that?
scene.
You rehearsed that?
A little.
All right, look, I'm in. But but just don't book any of your usual nonsense gigs.
Speech worked, right? It was good. What would you give it, like a 9?
I don't know, I'd say 6.
6? What do you mean 6? What the hell was I missing?
Pants. Put some pants on next time, dude. I can see your dick.
This is actually my favorite scene. Of
That
the
one
whole
that
thing.
just happened? Yeah, that was my favorite. That was the only scene that I actually acted
Yeah.
in. This one is the most rushed, yeah.
Yo, she's gonna flip the fuck out.
Tenderloins, baby.
She might be in a good mood.
Yeah, you think so? We'll see about that.
Mayo, what do you think?
Guys, I'm on next. I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about.
What's happening, gentlemen?
What's going on, bro? How are you, man?
What's happening? What am I on?
Man? Right after mail.
Yeah.
What's happening, Mayo? I see Nancy's hosting. She been up there.
Oh, you know, Nancy fighting the patriarchy and shit. You know, the usual.
And she's pissed that you're on.
What is she mad about? Look how much
Mayo.
weight I gained.
They're calling you.
Wish me luck.
Later, man.
Yeah,
Good luck,
Good
man.
luck, man.
What the fuck is she mad about?
She's pissed that you got added on last second.
Fuck does she care? What does she own this place?
Yo, don't even worry about it, man. Just do your set and forget it.
Yeah,
It's okay.
fuck that.
Hey, Nancy. Oh, we forgot.
Well, look who decided to show up.
You're right there, Nance.
No, everything's not all right. Where do you get off showing up here last minute? You think you're the big man on campus or something?
Last minute, I'm on time for my set. That's all that matters. What the hell do you care? What's your problem?
My problem is that it's fine for you to just jump off a plane and get stage time. But for female comics, it's impossible to even get an open mic.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, of course you don't, because you're a man and you get everything handed to you.
Oh, that's what's happening here. I'm getting stage time because of my dick, not because of my successful run as a comedian.
Yes, it is because of your disgusting little dick.
How did I get
Do you know how
fatter
hard it is
in
for
the
female
last
comics to
scene?
get stage time?
Are you insane?
Nancy, why are you acting like this?
Paul, you know that Natasha's
was
been
all the
trying to get
food.
stage time for like
Yeah.
the longest fucking time, and yet she can't, and then he just comes in last minute.
But Natasha isn't funny.
Okay, because like women can't be funny.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Your friend Natasha is a shit comedian. She is zero funny.
I
love it. Goes out and in front of any audience, and it's an automatic cringe fest.
Okay, so it's just you who can't find women funny. That's what it is.
The fuck are you talking about? He just told you it has nothing to do with her being a woman. All right, listen. She's a comedian who happens to be unfunny. She's not unfunny because she's a woman. There's a difference.
Exactly. You're very funny.
Yeah, Natasha's fucking shit, though.
Oh my God, don't fucking touch me. You're a misogynist prick.
Why don't you fucking slow your roll a little bit, all right? Your friend is not funny. Get it through your head. Tell her to write better jokes or to stop doing comedy and fuck off.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, you ugly fuck.
Fuck you.
Mayo's getting off stage.
You piece of shit.
I missed her. The fuck was that? Is she fucking crazy? Did you see that?
Don't even worry about it, man. Just go do your
You're gonna
set.
kill it. Just
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
that. Fuck that. Just go do it.
I missed tenderloins too.
Yo, what the fuck just happened? That's fucking crazy. Yo, I'd bang her, though.
Tell us.
What did he say, banger?
And
He
our
said,
next act is the living embodiment of inequality and patriarchal rule. So please keep your applause at a minimum for Pantelis.
Pantelis. I remember. That was funny. Thank you. Thank you. Please keep it going for your host, Giant Cunt, ladies and gentlemen. Giant
What
Cunt.
the fuck did you just call me?
Oh, you heard me, bitch.
Bro, you could take this, bro. Don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna fight you.
Ah, rip your dick off!
I forgot about any of this.
Me too.
Face.
Oh fuck, this isn't good, man.
This is terrible.
Oh, big man, we need women. Hey, did you see that? This guy just hit that broad. This is the best comeback since Michael Jordan. Call the cops. Get this guy off stage. I think they're mad at you, bro.
I think they're mad at you, bro. Yeah, I forgot completely. Yeah. God damn. Good old Phil, huh? All right. God damn. There we go. And we're back. So yeah, I don't know if let's see the comments. Let's see if people.
That was entertaining.
Well, it entertained us because I think
Yeah,
people.
that's
I
true.
don't know if people were entertained. Group of the chat. Let's see how they felt, guys. What did you think? So that's what it was. That's what we filmed. That's what you guys missed. That was great, Gigi says. Yeah, I don't know how great that was, but we made do what we had. It's so funny that on the last scene I got so fat. You notice? Because I forgot when we filmed. I forgot when we filmed each thing. But for what it was, we tried our best at the time. You guys kind of get it. And then it was funny because it was so hard to, when you're trying to get everything organized and work it was so hard to act in some scenes. The only scene that I was able to actually act and be myself was the scene with Peter James when he had no pants on. It was the only scene that I felt like I was acting because I wasn't anxious about everything happening.
That was my favorite scene.
Me too. It was my favorite scene because the only scene I was actually acting. The rest I was trying to remember what I said, what I'm supposed to say.
You were tired too.
I was fucking tired.
Between working and this, that.
6 on 10. That guy needs to wear pants. Yeah, it was fun. So basically that was the idea. So we went with the full script, which had an extra scene in it that wasn't in what you just saw, because the extra scene was the one at the apartment when we show up and Poseidon had sold all my furniture.
Oh yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember?
yeah, I remember that. There was another one too with tenderloins. I think that was.
No, it was we cut it. We recorded it. Originally Tenderloins did Paul Balouy's bit.
Yes.
And then it didn't work. The shirt, do you remember, it was all fucked up. So then we had to refilm it last minute with Paul. So Paul was able to film that, I think, in the day, and then come at night to film the last scene. And the comediness, we're supposed to film the comedy scenes. They canceled last minute for something, so we had to make do, and we had to pretend like the stage, all that. We used where we filmed this just thing. We had to basically cheat on everything.
Yeah.
Anyways. So that's what it was. That's where you guys are always curious about where the intro, like the videos come. It all comes from that. So we basically, this is what a pilot looks like. It's just ideas. It was just, that's why some of them you guys might have thought that maybe they're long. It was just stuff to be shot. It was just stuff to shoot and long. Even the dialogue wasn't final. It's just, scenarios. Yeah. There's a guy, he made it, but he fucked it up because he's a piece of shit. And this is him talking to his agents, telling him that he needs to restart. There's the Uber driver's a weirdo, that kind of stuff. And then his buddy is weird. He gets there, he has the sign. That's why it's my favorite thing with Poseidon is the sign.
My gut just hanging out.
But when I wrote that, I was laughing a lot just because it's such a Poseidon scenario for him to have the sign with my name on it, being that he knows who I am. But because he's seen it on TV and so much, he assumes that's how you pick someone up, even if you know them. So little things like that. So when I was writing it, there was a lot more jokes that we couldn't do that were written, but time constraints. We had to cut a lot of stuff.
I was 300 pounds filming that. I'm 270 now.
Yeah, I was 3-something at the last scene.
No,
yeah,
310 even, I think.
Yeah, I was fat. Yeah, you could tell from my face.
The same jacket I'm wearing in those scenes was tight on me. Now it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell from my face how much weight I had gained. And stressed too. I remember I wasn't sleeping. It was because we were doing so much stuff. And I think I was still working full time then, no?
So much stuff. And I was jumping from job to job, bro. Eating McDonald's every day, eating garbage fucking food, bro. Do you remember that shit?
Well, Mike actually see 8455, yeah, because Mike saw it. Mike's seen it before, like Mike's seen it a long time ago. Because what I want to do is I want to rewrite something about Mike. And then Mike was, we were talking about writing something, based on Mike, like what happened with him and with this Pantelis character. You obviously, exaggerates for fun. Yeah. And one gets kicked out of LA. One people get mad at for, making fun of a handicapped kid. And then them kind of starting up and introducing Poseidon and all that shit. So I was thinking of rewriting and working on something else. Because Mike could actually act. Mike's an actual actor.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's gotten awards for acting too.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know about Mike.
And he can sing too.
Yeah, Mike can actually sing. He's the
trifecta of entertainment.
Fucking goddamn, he's another planet. But so I was thinking of doing that, just remaking the concept. Like imagine what you just saw now, where there's the piece of shit, Pantelis who gets kicked out of Hollywood or LA or whatever the fuck it ends up being. And then he comes, but then, Mike gets shit on for, making fun of a handicapped kid. And then they're kind of like restarting. And somehow I find a way to bring Poseidon into the mix. Because there's a lot of characters I had written that we had to cut off. We had to cut out last minute. Because remember, there was no money.
No.
Nobody got paid, everybody got fed. That was the deal.
Yeah.
And then we were going to try to... But except fucking Peter James, though, always like him. Always entertained me, Peter James. Yeah. He has the best voice, I think.
He does have a nice voice, actually. He has a heavy, manly voice.
Yeah. So that's what it was. So you guys were curious. I didn't want to show it, but I said, fuck it, let's just show it.
I thought we were just gonna show like a clip or two.
Yeah, but I figured a clip out of context is even worse than showing the full thing. But that's what we had worked on. I remember, and I remember how tired I was. Yeah, I was working full time. We were filming that. It was it was crazy. It was a mess of a time. Yeah,
I was jumping from. I didn't even know if I was gonna be at the same job the next day.
Yeah, in order to do something like this correctly, you really need to have let's say I would have to give Phil a bit more of a team, so that I don't have to worry about anything. I would just have to worry about my lines, and
That's
acting, and then not stress about everything.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. Anyways, we've passed our time. Thank you guys for watching this. Subscribe, like, share, tell your friends about Pantelis Live and the Pantelis Podcast. 2 Drink Minimum is on every Wednesday, but Tuesdays at 2 p.m. we're live. So if you tune into the 2 Drink Minimum channel here on the YouTubes, you'll find us live. Tell your friends about it. The channel keeps growing. We need it to grow a bit more for the shit that we're planning. We're glad to have you all with us, from fucking Tobias to Gambit. Flat Cat's always here. For everyone who fucking shows up every week. Hopefully it was a nice little Gapes is here, Elijah, but hopefully it was a nice little surprise that I showed you, because I wasn't planning on showing it to anyone. So now it's a way for people to just look at this episode back, and then it's a way to see the pilot. But you kind of see where the idea was, where we're going.
Obviously, it could be better, But
100%,
I think for what you had at your disposal,
nothing,
and people will agree with me. I think it's fantastic.
We had nothing at our disposal. It's just Phil thinking outside the box.
Yeah,
and
even the way it's written, the writing of it,
well, the writing was the strongest thing that we had.
Yeah.
To go by. So all the jokes that click and all that, that's the strongest thing we had. And Phil, being that he has so much experience in actual filmmaking. Being able to cut corners, because we cheated on so much stuff. We cheated on locations that we didn't have. Yeah, the fake background, all that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, Phil did he's a one-man crew. He did a good job, and he
was a one-man crew.
Yeah, we got him as the minimum help that we could. We tried to help as much as we can, but Phil really had to scramble to make shit work, and he did. He would always figure out a way. Like, no, we need this here. This is.
It was basically Phil and the sound guy.
Yeah,
basically,
big time. Big fucking time, yeah. We had that was the benefit, is that he's like, don't worry, bro, we're gonna get good sound. And then we're like, I know you're the sound guy, but you also have to be the cab driver. Can you act? And luckily he was good too.
Yeah,
it was fun. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys. And that's it. Beside anything you need to plug?
Just some assholes.
Jesus Christ. Thank you guys so much.
Bye,
have
guys.
a good week, guys.